Jay here for Stretford, Paddock. This is the West Ham Watchalong. Joining me are two absolute titans of the Manchester United fan base. I've got Adam McCullough with us.
Yo! Merry Christmas. Hold on. Yeah, we got tinsel on.
We pulled out all the stops. We've got a thing there as well, a tree behind Ange.
Is that a tree?
That's
a stick.
Twigs.
Yeah.
Stick,
So where's the rest of this tinsel gone? Why is it on the
down
floor?
there.
Over there, you absolutely
And I tinseled him for that.
I wasn't abusive. We've also got Angelina Kelly's with us. Ange, you okay?
I'm all good, how are you? I didn't wear my coat.
Why are you wearing your coat, man? What's going on?
Because I'm cold, but last time I had the fur coat on and Joe accused me of like doing 101 Dalmatians, so I thought...
Okay. Joe was fuming you stole his thunder because he usually wears the fur coat.
You wore a fur coat and Joe pressured you into not wearing it.
Right, he's the last person on this channel
that
that can say anything about attire. Yeah,
I think he just wanted to
wear
wear it.
Dress, Joe, and he gets away with it. I'm immune to it, but the people in the comments love it. The team news is out, and there's a bit of a surprising inclusion because I did not see this one coming. Adam McCullough, Willie Camboala starting at centre back for Manchester United Football Club.
Yeah, class in it. You know what? The manager could have easily have gone Amrabat there or something like that, but he hasn't. He's given a youth a chance. So. Fair play to him. I'm just depressed that
it does seem
the Scottish fellas starting in midfield again.
We'll get to McTominay in a minute, but it does seem a little bit odd that he hasn't gone. Luke Shaw left centre back, Reguilon left back.
Yeah,
that is an obvious.
Luke Shaw was shit the last time we played left centre back.
He was, but he has been all right there. I mean,
although Big Willie's probably been class in training.
Big Willie Styles. Yeah, all right, okay, maybe. It just it feels a little bit. Do you know what? I actually like this because it reminds me of the better things
Erik
that Louis van Gaal used to do.
It's Christmas.
Remember Louis van Gaal used to go, Paddy McNair starting.
Yeah.
What?
There's a video out there of me saying, with Paddy McNair and Tyler Blackett,
Ronnie.
What are you doing, Ronnie?
Ronnie's here, Ronaldo Brown. We're going to be hearing from him in a minute as well. What are you playing there at the background? It's an accident, he says.
Yeah, you were an accident.
Wow. That's harsh, that. Can we not abuse him like that, please?
I was an accident, though, so it's all right. I definitely, no one could deny I was an accident.
Me too.
I was an accident.
Oh my God.
My parents were like, yes,
yeah,
16,
that was well
17.
planned. That was well planned.
Yay! Table full of... What, are we bastards?
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah. No, that's if you're out of wedlock.
Yeah, well, there.
Yeah, I was out of wedlock,
Yeah.
I was out, they were out of wedlock when I was conceived.
Yeah, you are,
Then they got forced into wedlock.
Yay! Nothing wrong with that.
I love that we've got that in common. That's great.
Are we all half-breeds as well?
Yeah.
100%.
Political correctness got mad. Joey Barton would hate this fucking show.
This is his worst nightmare. I'm his worst nightmare.
We're from ethnic minority background and Angie's a woman.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason.
Stop ticking boxes, Jay.
This is all we do, right? There's loads of white people sat there that can't get on the channel. Apologies.
Yeah, and I'm totally unqualified. So, yeah.
You're just having a fucking chit-chat over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you guys. Just to let you know, we're on a live video there. Just ignore me. That's the sort of authority I have in this gaff. The series that obviously we mentioned that Willie Camboala is starting. If you could whisper, it'd be appreciated. Just putting it out there. I know it's Christmas and that.
It is Christmas.
I don't want to start your conversation. By all means, talk to each other. But if you could just lower it a little bit.
You like Ross in Friends when he does them.
Oh,
yeah.
We were doing so well.
And
now you've pitted me and you against him.
Oh dear.
We have so
friends.
many things in common.
I know. Now it's just gone.
It's gone west. Rolls west.
There you go. Oh this stream would be a miracle.
I'd rather Rolls west in midfield, to be fair.
Would you? Scott, but sorry, we'll get into this, right?
Yeah.
Right. Scott, I told you not to say the C word, so you're saying everything but. I'll show him.
Let's see what I can have. Yeah.
I didn't say the C word, Jay. No, but the channel's over.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Scott McTominay.
Yeah.
We've got him on the graphic, deep line midfielder or in the 6 next to Kobbie Mainoo. Likelihood is I think he's going to be in a 10 or an advanced position with Bruno dropping deep. I'm not a fan of this. I think you either play Bruno or McTominay. Not both. And I would pick Bruno, by the way.
I mean, you don't have to say that last bit.
Well, you do, because some people are off
You know what? You know when the midfield played well against Liverpool?
Yeah.
I never got excited because I knew it was an accident. Yeah. Bruno was unavailable, so the manager got forced into picking and putting McTominay. And then...
And the thing is, right, fair play. Somebody's got 5 Premier League goals. I get it. I understand the manager thinking, right, he's scoring goals. Okay. But he scored in 3 games this season.
Play him up front then.
I know. He scored in 3 Premier League games this season, right? That's it. Now, I know he's got 5 goals, but it's not like he's prolific.
It's not been like a consistent thing of months of him doing that. Yeah.
And you're basically altering the team to fit him in, and it's detrimental.
Also, his all-round performances aren't good. And
for me.
He costs us... He's probably cost us as many goals as he's gained us.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But listen, he'll probably score today and leave us with egg on our face.
Yeah.
And I hope he does. I hope he does. I hope he bags today.
Let him
That
score,
is academy spine there, though.
Look at that.
Evans, Kambwala, Maino, McTominay. Fucking hell.
Garnacho as well. Throw him into the mix. I know he's not in the centre, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Matthias Anderson in the Super Chat has been a member of the Academy for 36 months. Don't forget, we've got the 12 days of Paddock coming up as well. You can win prizes. Join the membership, get extra content and prizes too. There's a link in the description. He says, Merry Christmas, guys. Donny on the bench. Wasn't he off to Frankfurt? What is going on with Donny?
Yeah, I thought that was all boxed off. Yeah, I'm sure we had a here we go.
We definitely had a
fraudulent here we go.
Oh, someone's saying Donny Jan the first. Because can he not go then?
Oh, yeah, shit.
You just let him go now, wouldn't you? You'd be like, you know what? Go get yourself settled. Have a nice Christmas in a bit.
Did you rate Donny van der Beek at Ajax?
Yeah, but it was very small sample size of what I only really seen the Champions League stuff.
Yeah.
I only saw that game against
But I seen what
Yeah.
you know what you posted that thing the other day of when we signed him and how people were talking about it then. And because if you remember, we went in for Jack Grealish and then Villa stayed up. So his price went up. Yeah. Otherwise, we would have got Jack Grealish for 40 and we wouldn't have wanted Donny. And Donny was supposed to go to Real Madrid in January. And then that fell through.
Yeah.
And we got him for the same price, basically.
Yeah.
It's just a long...
Are you pressing buttons over there now, you? Are you pressing buttons? No, it's not me. It is you, because you sat at a button pressing desk. Button pressing desk. Which I think is a technical term for it.
Yeah.
That's why they don't let me near it.
I think it's called the ones and twos.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called the
right,
ones
Professor.
and twos.
Sounds like you, Brian Eno.
I mean, who's Brian Eno? This is one of the weird...
It's the most contemporary reference I could have done. He was like the producer for U2 back in the 80s.
I don't know producers. Steven Spielberg.
I could have gone with an obvious one. Varane is probably ill or something, says Ahmed Hassan. You're right, he is. David Moyes is on the screen, right? What are your thoughts, Maka, towards David Moyes?
I have no ill feeling towards him.
Really?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I didn't really have any ill feeling. Like, out of all the managers that we've had that have failed, I don't despise him, man. And also, he was just out of his depth.
He was out of his depth.
It was like almost an expected failure in a way.
It's like
because
it's like George, innit? Was it Lenny or George? Just had to put him down. Time to look out the window.
Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny.
The rabbits.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just look out the window, Dave.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, I do feel a little bit, that it wasn't his fault, but
I was happy when he won the competition.
But then I heard things about like his actual personality.
He wasn't great. I heard a few things that
he was one of the worst that they dealt with at United after Fergie.
As in,
he
like,
was
staff?
very rude.
Yeah,
very rude.
I heard that he was hard work, but I don't think he grasped that when you come to United, the media is just.
He probably felt like he was taken hostage, because he did get told you're the United manager. He's like, all right, so
yeah.
It's like, fuck it.
Fergie went out his arse, didn't he, and said, "You're the United manager."
You're the chosen one.
That was the negotiation.
I remember that banner. Jesus.
The chosen one.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. To be fair, it's not the worst banner we've had.
There's a video out there chanting, "We'll stand by David Moyes."
Yeah, well, everyone said that.
You know what happened, yeah?
Everyone said that, though.
I'd never experienced bad times as a worst thing for me as a football fan was we finished third.
Yeah.
Got knocked out of the Champions League in the 05 group stages.
Yeah.
That was how.
That was it. Like, you didn't have to see, like... I vaguely remember when Fergie was under the cosh. I was only a kid. I remember my dad and his mates like moaning about it. But I don't really remember it.
Do you remember 05 when we lost against Blackburn 2-1? And Mort Gamps Pedersen scored twice. I was sat between the tunnel and the dugout, so you know as you walk across.
Yeah.
And I remember Fergie was walking back after we lost, and some geezers were booing him behind, and I was about to fight him. I was like Christ. 15, like, you twats, you don't boo Fergie.
Do you know 2005, I think, is the worst year like you could have had? Because we lost the FA Cup final on penalties to Arsenal.
Benfica, innit?
Yeah. We lost George Best that year.
Yep.
I think.
I remember going to the West Brom game just after, 1-1.
We finished third, which for us was unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm missing something else. Oh,
Van Nistelrooy left.
Istanbul. The icing on the fucking cake.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Yeah. Just horrible. Just a horrible year. But yeah, that was like the darkest time under Fergie when you get into FA Cup finals and finishing third
We
in the league.
battered them as well.
Oh, bro.
Millennium
You know what I hate
Stadium,
about that, right?
that
Everyone uses that picture of Keano, Scholes, Ronaldo.
It's a good picture though,
It
isn't it?
is a good picture.
Yeah.
But when you know the context, it just reminds me of losing that game.
Because that's during the penalty shootout, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's horrible. Like, just a horrible day. I got nicked that day as well. That's another story.
Vieira scored
Not
the
even
last.
related to the game.
Vieira scored the penalty, didn't he? It was his last kick of the ball for Arsenal. Because he went to
even
Juve
worse.
just after.
Yeah.
I was at Millennium Stadium that day,
Mate.
pissing down my rain. I used to like finals at Millennium Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to 2, but I liked them there.
Yeah.
Because we lost against Liverpool.
Lost against Scousers, yeah. In the
Van Nistelrooy's
Cup.
first game,
Don't
was it?
get me started on that one.
Was it Van Nistelrooy's first game?
No, was it?
Yeah. Charity. I was about to say Community Shield.
Community Shield. Are you Michael Owen?
Community Shield.
Chim Chiru. Community Shield.
Van Nistelrooy scored. We lost 2-1. White shirts. Come on, Jay.
Mate, I was at some of these games. I was at the League Cup final we lost, but I can't remember anything about it. I was out my head. John Cal says, brilliant, Jay. Brian Eno from Roxy Music, you lost a mate. Adam Gibson says, Mengi Sale does seem more odd each game week. Yeah, tell him Mengi. Gone to Luton. I was talking about this the other day. Done all right, I think, from what I've seen. I've not seen loads of him.
Yeah.
But Ronnie, Ted Mengi, done all right at Luton. He's playing well, says Ronnie. We'll get Ronnie on in a minute. Like, and now we've got this. And I am not knocking the youngster who's come in today, by the way. I'm looking at the situation and thinking, if we've got kids who are barely
Glazers
playing.
in 05 as well, sorry.
That was the. How can I forget that? Glazers in 05, well said. Yeah, just a horrible year. But it does seem a little bit strange. I was talking about this with Joe the other day, and I said, "Do you think we let Mengi go too soon?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't know." He said, "I've not." To be fair, he said, "I've not seen enough of him at Luton to make that decision." And there was like a few question marks there, wasn't there? But yeah, when you've got like, you've basically got one end of the other, haven't you? On our centre back, you've got someone.
Johnny,
You've got like
Jay,
lad and dad
yo.
day, haven't you?
I love Johnny Evans.
You do love Johnny. Johnny, do you know what the mad thing about it as well?
Johnny Evans loves me.
I know, he does. Johnny Evans, right, and this sounds stupid, but it's true. No offence, Macca, but was more starstruck about meeting Macca than Macca was about meeting Johnny
Really?
Evans. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
In San Diego.
We're just best mates. That's all it is.
So we just want to make things clear, right? We will have no Johnny Evans slander on this channel.
No.
No,
whatsoever.
not never.
Ever.
I mean, I never used to
If
slander him
warranted.
anyway
No, you didn't,
before.
to be fair.
There's videos out there when
You
he
used to
left
tweet-
of me saying this is a
You
disgrace.
used to tweet, like, all the time.
Johnny Evans should be captain.
Yeah, Johnny Evans better than Lindelof. Johnny
You know
Evans
who
is
else
better.
likes Johnny Evans? And you can tell when someone likes Johnny Evans, they're a man of class. You know Teagle from Filthy?
I love Filthy.
He loves Johnny Evans.
Seagull's
And he
the
loves
guy.
Danny Welbeck. Did
Yeah,
you know that? He's in
yeah.
the Danny Welbeck fan club.
Yeah.
He scored the other day.
And do you know
Yeah.
what? Do you know what else makes me laugh about Filthy? They're all in the Adam McCullough fan club. They all love McCullough, man. I used to message him all the time saying, "Filthy just chatting about it." He's like, "Yeah."
Nah, I love Filthy. I love
Yeah,
Miles.
Filthy.
Love
Did you see
Poet.
Jermaine Defoe on there?
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
They get some mint lads.
Ronnie, your voice is way too deep, man.
Don't.
That's not
Are
me.
you Barry
There's only
White, bruv?
What, 2 of them?
Yeah.
Are you Barry White?
Ronnie's doing his Barry White impression over there, and he's dragging poor producer Ethan, who's running the desk on his own, down with him.
Barry Brown over there.
Right, we'll get you on
Barry
here in a
Brown.
minute. I'm trying to help him. Basically, yeah.
Brown because of his surname, by the way. Jesus.
Christ.
Be careful.
The front three.
Yeah.
Adam McCullough. You were.
What is the front?
You were on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I want to get your thoughts on this, Ange. Criticising Anthony the other day. I think it's fair to say you're not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Me
I'll be honest with
neither.
you. Ange,
No, I'm not a fan at all.
I think it could be the fatal signing.
One of the
for
most
tonight.
frustrating, like it's frustrating in general anyway, but one of the most frustrating players that I've watched for us in recent times, and there's been a lot of frustrating players.
Yeah, he's like the worst parts of Nani. I mean, the worst
Yeah,
parts.
yeah.
Like, because Nani had ability to score goals and, you know, have very, very good games for Manchester United and very good spells for Manchester United.
I just don't
Anthony,
see anything positive.
He can,
People say to me, yeah, why are you so nice to Marshall and you don't like Anthony? Like, you see, like people like Marshall and Rashford, like once upon a time, I looked at them and I thought, wow, these are good players, man.
Yeah.
I've never once looked at Anthony
Never.
and thought,
Never.
I've never once thought there was more there.
No.
I don't think there is.
No.
You never walk away like with the other 2 players you mentioned. Like you've had moments where you've been like they've had a great game,
Yeah.
or they've had moments of brilliant
In
play.
big games as well, you know.
Yeah.
Like you know, Martial against City, Rashford against putting Trent on his ass against the Scousers or
Fucking the penalty.
PSG. Like, do you know what I mean? There's big moments in big games.
There's nothing there.
And like with Anthony, I'm looking at
We've
him.
never
and I'm
had a moment. We've never had a moment where you've been like, you know what? Stick with him. He's definitely got potential. He's going to come good. There's not even a glimmer. There is nothing, and it's just every time he gets the ball, it's just. So I just feel like everything's a waste of time with him. Like nothing good is going to come from him on that side.
JB says Anthony better than Giggs. Yeah, but Rodri Giggs wasn't that good, so like, it was okay. I mean, he had some good games for FC United, but you know, I don't really think that's the argument that we should be making right now. Joshua Owen says,
you know who's better than Anthony? Kieran Richardson. Let's say all the wingers are better than Anthony.
All right, go on then, because you do this all the time, right? And it starts off like reasonable,
Kieran Richardson,
and then you go silly.
Oh,
name one.
I'm trying to think now. I'm not
broke the game already.
Sorry, I broke it.
Lee Sharp.
Of course.
All right, I'll tell you what.
It's easy. Tap it.
All right, Simon Davies. Ben Thornley.
Ben Thornley.
Yeah. You took the mick out of
David Bellion.
Yeah, all right, I'll have that. Facundo Palestra.
Oh yeah, Gary is defo. You've gone too current there though.
Chris Eagles says Ronnie. Yeah, I'll have that. Chris Eagles against Everton, one of the best days ever. That
nearly fell over. Yeah, and still bent.
Exactly. Hey, won us the league that day.
Who else? Obertan.
Yeah, give you that. Memphis.
Oh yeah, that's that.
Memphis in the Champions League qualifiers.
Yeah.
Come on.
Who was that team? Memphis against Club Brugge.
Mate, you can bottle that game. Hey, you saw that.
Any more?
Anyone else? Get in the chat. Someone's saying Kiko Makeda.
You can't say strikers.
December.
I know I said Belly.
Someone says
strikers.
Eli Harrison says, don't like this, boys. Listen, this is going to come back to bite us on the face, right? Trust me. Andy's going to score today after all this.
You know what? If we don't laugh, we'll cry. That's why.
Yeah.
Dan James, it goes without saying, doesn't it? Luke Chadwick.
Valencia. Today could be the day that the likes of Anthony turn it around.
Don't.
I'll tell you one player who I do rate, who is having a tough time of it, but I think will come good, is Rasmus Højlund.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Look at you scowling at me then, ready to fight. So
I was waiting where you were going.
Don't worry, it's nothing mad.
You know who I'm disappointed with? Luke Shaw, man.
Why?
We have to file Luke Shaw among the likes of Martial and that.
Yeah.
Where we get those moments or those periods of time where it's like, he's class. And then he's injured or he's out of form or he's fat or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We are extra nice to Luke Shaw. I know it's because of the horrible injury.
But people say this, like, people in the comments saying, if Anthony was English, he wouldn't be... But
like, if Luke Shaw has let us down a lot.
The disappointing thing with Luke Shaw, right, is his ceiling is very high.
Yeah.
When he's on it, he is very good. Mm-hmm. Like, even at left centre-back, was it against City last season? He was phenomenal. But he is inconsistent. Yeah. And he does have, like, long periods where he's not at the races. And it's a shame because when he's on it, you look, there's a player there. It's not like he hasn't got it. Like, look at Malacia for me. Malacia's ceiling isn't that high. He's a decent player, but he's not... You could never make the argument that Tyrone Malacia is currently the best left-back in the league. There's times when Luke Shaw is that guy.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
And that's the frustrating thing for me, because we know how good Luke Shaw can be.
Yeah.
And you remember like the Euros when Luke Shaw was like one of England's best
players?
My God. I know it's England.
Wasn't he in the team of the Euros?
Yeah, I think he was. I think
scored in the final.
Him and Harry Maguire were in the...
made of him. If we did that in the state, if England in the state won that
but it was the Euro... So
Luke
it was
Shaw
like the Euros team of the tournament. Yeah, he was in that. It was... Yeah, no, it is inconsistent.
But I think the thing with Luke Shaw as well is you have to do this thing where it's like he has to have someone breathing down his neck.
But he does that thing that...
Right, he has to have like a Malacia or a Brandon Williams or a Alex Telles, like almost in the team. Like, do you remember last season against Brighton and Brentford, he started, and then I think he might have even got hooked against Brentford, but Malacia came in for the Liverpool game. Malacia played Southampton, Leicester, I think, and Arsenal, and then he got sort of found out against Saka. And then Shaw comes back into the team and he's phenomenal. It's like he needed that.
But it's weird, isn't it? Because some footballers, like having someone breathing down your neck, they like the competition.
Mm.
And then others, it just doesn't work for them at all. And it's a funny like mentality thing, isn't it? That for some people it works, some people it doesn't.
Because some people need a run of games as well. But then if you're left on the bench and brought on, like some people, all right, 20 minutes, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Give me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I can do something. But some players need to be played into that, like rhythm and into the form. And if you're not getting 90 minutes, it's hard, but then you need to be in form in it.
Yeah.
David Taylor in the Super Chat says, do you think if Camboala has a good game and good start, United will see it as an excuse not to then buy an experienced defender and put all the pressure on another
I don't
kid?
have an issue with that.
Ange?
Probably, yeah.
Sorry, windy pops. Like, there's a lot of there's a bit of negativity.
We've got a keeler.
Yeah, about this team. But let's focus on the positive. Kobe Mainoo.
What's that?
Yeah.
Kobe Mainoo, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Has anyone sat here thinking he shouldn't be starting today?
No.
If yeah, he can leave.
I heard a rumour before the game that he wasn't, and I shit myself.
Yeah, I mean, that's where we're at. But he is that good.
He is that good.
Like, forget the fact
we're
he's
very
19 and all that.
Garnacho Mainoo should be a mainstay in this team for an awfully long time.
Yeah.
Hoyland as well.
Like, I just want him to get his Premier League goal, you know.
I know.
Because it's proper become a thing now.
But then what do you...
That's
like,
it. It's,
argument
and like
everyone's on it on him.
The
Like,
pressure, the pressure of that.
Yeah.
It's just
Because I had
not
this
good.
argument with Rory, yeah. Like, I was criticising McTominay. Rory went, oh, you're always laying into McTominay, but what about Hoyland? And it's like, well, Hoyland's got McTominay behind him. And Anthony.
That's it.
Have you seen
When
Anthony create a chance for anyone?
No, because he normally just runs back with it.
Have you seen McTominay create a chance for anyone?
Just
Very
himself.
rarely. The only one that creates chances for your man Hoyland is Rashford, and he's not in the team. Because Garnacho's very greedy as well.
That's another one.
You've
A
not
few
got the
people
service.
thought Rashford might start today.
I'd have liked him to start today.
Garnacho didn't do a lot against Liverpool, but I don't know with Rashford. Something's going on. Like, he's a shadow of that player we saw last season.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just
What's
these
Gerbling?
inconsistencies
I
are
don't know.
just.
I saw that. Someone said, this is Tina, JB said, is Ronnie into Gerbling? Why is he always rocking on his chair? I don't know why it is, so I didn't read it out. I was going to, but Tina Telefson Soko has been in the academy for 16 months. Says, go on.
Gerbling is purportedly a sexual practice of inserting small live animals into one's rectum to obtain stimulation. It's what the teacher does on South Park.
It's what Ralph Cifaretto phones the retirement community. Says,
Mama's little hooer. When Johnny's got the gun to his head. Come on, you little hooer. So are you gerbling, Ronnie?
Nah, it says nah.
He said he's not gerbling, he's ratting.
Yeah. Tina Telefson says, will Pep buy a new CDM after yesterday's Roger injury? If City don't win the Prem, who's the panel favourite to win the Prem? Can Emery win it?
Look at the cute little picture they used for that, though.
Oh, that's tight.
That's sad, that, isn't it?
Nah, I don't like
It's hard
that.
to have a horrible picture of Gerbil. Gerbil's acting like cute, aren't he?
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to have a picture of
Little gerbil just after he's been gerbling.
Just point. Daily me. This live stream is taking a turn for the worse. Paras, who's been a member of the academy for 35 months, says, thanks for everything this year. People say this team is less likeable than old ones. Who out of the starting 11 would you have on a night out?
Starting 11.
Well, any of them, because they're going to have more money than me. So
Shout.
I'm going to be buying the
Martial,
drinks.
you know why? Not just because I love him. Very generous man.
Remember? Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
He's a nice guy. Talking nights out, we're going to be in Dublin on the 28th of December. There's a link in the chat. It's going to be me, McCullough, Howson, Joe, and Wes Brown as well. Come and get over there if you can, or if you're over there, come and see us. Webby's going to be there as well. Uncle Webby telling us some stories. We'll have a laugh. Get to meet us all, have a chat, and then we're going to do like a live podcast with Wes Brown, with all those lads. We did it last year. It was fantastic. There's still some tickets available. There's a link in the chat. Get over there and come and see us if you can. We've got the West Ham team that none of us were really that bothered about because we've not even mentioned it.
You haven't even put their faces on.
Yeah, we don't bother with that now. So you can see there. Maka, you can talk us through that team.
They've got Areola in goal. I don't like him. I've heard he's a right tit.
Oh, God.
Then we've got Kufal, Zuma, Mavropanos and Emerson. Suchek, Alvarez. JWP, as he's known in the streets. Paqueta.
That's producer Ethan thinking,
Kudus.
yeah, sack that. I ain't writing Ward
Double
Prowse.
barrel? No.
Yeah, he's not getting his name on here. The
I ain't got
massive
time.
We
That-
don't do double-barreled names,
Yeah,
no.
allow that.
Jared Bowen's up front.
Yeah.
He's good, him, isn't he?
Jared Bowen.
Danny Dyer's son-in-law. Thought?
I
Yeah.
love the fact that Danny Dyer loves that chant about Jared Bowen shagging his
Yeah.
daughter.
Did you see Danny Dyer with specs?
Oh, that is the content
It's
you
good.
want to
Yeah.
see.
It's good, it's
Mate,
good.
Did you see Specs at Anfield as well, shaking hands with all the players?
I haven't seen that Anfield one.
Yeah, it's good because
From
some
the
of-
United game. I
yeah,
haven't seen that one.
Like United and Liverpool
Stephen
players.
Tries is in it as well, isn't
I
it?
think so, yeah. And like some of them are like, you can see the genuinely like, oh, it's Specs, like, no.
No, Specs is,
Yeah,
yeah.
and there's a couple of you think are a bit like, what's going on there?
Also,
But I love Specs.
even if you
He's
knew
so funny.
Specs and you saw him,
Yeah.
you'd be like, right, he's obviously here filmed, like, do you want to get caught up in the Specs whirlwind?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you never know what he's going to do, right?
Mate, he was at the. I went to watch the derby, the women's game, the derby. When we got BFC, obviously, because I can't get enough of watching United get BFC
Yeah.
at Trafford, so I thought I'd go twice in 2 weeks.
Course.
And we lost both. And Specs was there in a United goalie kit, shaking hands with everyone. It's just random. I'm like, what?
And then he changed it to a City goal.
Yeah, I'm like, what is going on here? But he's so funny. Loads of people in the chat. Let us know what you think about the team. Who should we need to worry about in that West Ham team?
We lost against Liverpool as well, didn't we, United women?
Yeah.
Bit shit this
yeah.
season, aren't we? What's going on there?
Not been the best.
I don't like the manager, you know.
Matt Skinner.
Something about him, man. It does make me feel a bit
Careful
weird.
where we're going down
And-
there, this route down there. I
and
don't
they're
like it
probably
when you
gonna
start screwing your face
lose.
and going, there's something about him because I know what you're thinking. I know where it's
He
going.
makes
No,
me
it's-
cringe.
Yeah, right.
He
okay.
makes me cringe.
All right, yeah, that's
No,
that's
it's
safe.
it's downhill
That's a safe
for
word to use.
yeah.
He makes
No,
me
but
cringe.
for the women's team in general, like it's gonna be. I'm preparing myself for bleak times because obviously Russo went to Arsenal.
Yeah, she was good in it. She was.
Traitor.
Mary Earp's going to leave.
Mary Earps is 100% on her way
Ella
out.
Toon's going to then leave.
Yeah.
And what are we going to do, Jay?
Mate, we'll be all right.
We'll be sound. We'll be sound.
Hey, yeah, we'll be right. We'll be in
We
Leeds
even had
Sports
Reece
Village.
James' sister. She was class.
Yeah, she went to
gone.
Chelsea. Yeah.
She's fully getting the United men's team.
Yeah, we need a
Fergal
new
McClemens,
manager. We need a new manager.
Says, what does Shaw at left
Get him
back
out!
and a youngster in centre back say for Reguilon? Surely Shaw centre back and Reguilon at left back makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's what we were saying earlier.
Sends
And
a message, doesn't
what do
it?
you think of this West Ham team? Who worries you? Sorry, I know that's the United team, but you know we've got JWP.
You know
in
what? Jared Bowen has been quite impressive recently.
there. Got 10 Premier League goals on it.
Yeah. I think, yeah. 10. No, he's been very impressive, so I would say he bothers me. James Ward-Prowse always...
How did we
is-
end up with Anthony and they got Kudus from Ajax?
I know, man. Kudus has looked good as well, hasn't he? Like,
Yeah.
Do you
they've
think the
got a
thing is-
good team, West Ham.
Do you
That is a
think
good team.
Yeah.
If you're looking at there now, you know.
Do you
Yeah.
think if they signed Anthony and we signed Kudus, we'd be saying the same thing?
I don't know.
Oh,
what's
why
that?
didn't we get Anthony?
Yeah,
Probably.
like,
Innit?
it's different. Playing for United is different. Look at someone like Pereira, for example. He was at United, everyone hated him. He went to Fulham, and within about 12 games, everyone was raving about him. It's like
It's
so
different levels, though, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's a total different level
Right.
of the side of it of expectation, pressure, all that stuff. But even like, no disrespect to Fulham, but it's not the same level, is it? Let's be honest. So you can understand why things like that happen. But yeah, James Ward-Prowse and Bowen for me. Yeah, I've been quite impressed with Bowen and the transition that he's made into that position. So yeah, I would probably say
We've got
him.
some quotes. Varane obviously is ill. We mentioned that. Ten Hag, talking about Aaron Wan-Bissaka, says Aaron Wan-Bissaka is ill, so we had to change.
Oh, so he was supposed to start.
It is what it is. We have to do it more often, but they know the principles and rules. We worked on the cooperation, and that is clear.
The cooperation. That's an
word,
interesting
co-op.
word to use.
Yeah, went to the co-op, got the signings in. Now they have to bring it, excuse me, on the pitch.
What's wrong with you today, Jay?
It's all that Pepsi Max cherry, and I've eaten in the
Stop
morning. I don't
drinking it in
usually
the
eat in the morning,
morning.
but we went for brekkie, and now I'm struggling. You'll be 43
It's all
one
that
day.
black pudding.
I know. I ate Ronnie's black
Nasty,
pudding
that,
as
by
well.
the way.
What black pudding?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Right, it's nice, man. It tastes
What
nice.
was that reaction over there, Eve?
I love
Your
Ethan.
class.
See, me and
thinks he's
Ethan are
class.
proper working class men of the people. Yeah, we get it. Thank you, Ethan. I mean, not like these.
Ethan's
like,
never
middle
worked
class.
a proper day in his life.
Mate, absolutely.
What's the worst job you've had apart from here, Eve?
I'm glad you put that cap in. He works in a test centre.
Crash
Covid.
dummy.
Test centre.
Oh, that's bleak.
Oh, you
Oh,
were
bro,
proper
what were you doing?
fucking up people's noses and that.
Did you have to test people or?
He wasn't allowed to test
Have you ever
people.
had someone do the COVID test on you?
It's horrible.
No, it's a
I've had to-
violation.
we had
It's
to
a
do it on my
violation.
daughter, right, my eldest, in the COVID test centre in the car. And I swear to God, it looked like we were attacking her. Because me and my missus had to like pin her down to put the thing on her.
Yeah.
She was screaming and she was like 10 or 11 at the time. So she's not like a kid. She was like, you know what I mean? Like struggling. And it was bad because if you looked at it, you'd be like, what are those two people doing to that?
It was like that when we had to get my nana a test. It was like
Really?
this 85-year-old woman, me and my mum are pinning her down. Like, it's a bit.
But then there was some
bad
people that
times.
just went, oh, yeah, it's done.
Yeah.
No, but
Wait, what?
when the first time that they started, the first time that somebody else did the test on me, it was in Berlin. And it was when they had, you know, like the really thick, like the buds.
Yeah.
Because they were really thick and then they got like the smaller ones. It was the worst experience of my life.
Yeah, it was horrible.
And in Germany, you had to be tested like every other day.
Mate, we
So-
right in here,
And now no one gives a shit.
No.
because Stephen Howson and his merry band of men had like half the BBC here filming stuff. So like you had all these, you know, important people.
Yeah.
Like Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer. So we had to do about 8 tests a day.
Nice.
Because it's like, oh, you can't infect any of them lot. I was like, oh my God. It was
Fuck them lot.
well said. Exactly.
Alan Shearer. Balls.
Alan
Shearer's
do you know what? You know what?
important, is
Ethan, did you meet Alan Shearer? No, you got in the list, didn't you? You missed him.
You know what?
Oh, man, I feel
You want me to wind
that's
you up,
not
Beef?
bad.
I spent a whole day around Alan Shearer and never asked him for one picture. Didn't care. Didn't care for him.
Ethan,
You've
don't
got
give
to
it
set
to
that.
him,
You've
right?
got to set that up for him.
Ethan, well, lads.
Also, that also happened. You know what? It's very small, yeah. People sitting at home don't care. They're just like, Adam, shut the fuck up. Stop being a dickhead.
You've got to make
You know
that
what?
happen
I did it
for
with
Ethan.
I did it with Stephen Gerrard as well.
Yeah, that's.
So you know
Yeah.
what? Jake Humphries, yeah, who gets a bad rap online. He's actually a nice guy.
Shut up.
Even if he does make you cringe sometimes.
He's alright.
He makes you cringe sometimes. But he's nice.
Okay.
And we once had to do some stuff for BT. And Jake went, oh, why don't you just come into the food truck if you fancy and just eat and that, chill, whatever. We're like, oh, that's nice. So we were like, free food. Yes, let's go. Went in there, Stephen Gerrard's there.
Oh, God.
We're both sat there. Never even looked at him once. No hello, no nothing.
Hey.
Fucking.
Not needed.
That's what you want. I hate it, right? When like United fans, you hate on players,
And get a picture with him.
and then they'll get a picture of him.
Yeah, I can't do it.
It's like filming the opposition.
You know
taking
who
a
I would
corner.
get a picture with?
Why
though?
would you do that?
Thierry Henry.
Henry's different, right?
I would.
Hen-
Thierry Henry.
Yeah, because he's just.
Thierry Henry,
yeah.
I
I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't, but I get
Wait.
it.
I
No,
understand.
Henry.
Yeah,
Even if, like, in the picture, I'll just look a bit moody and that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Nah, I
Play
hate
up
but
to it a bit.
No, I'm a bitter man.
I
You
I
know
never
me.
admitted he was
You
good
know
till about
me.
when I was 30.
I'm still not admitting it. Like, that 2001 FA Cup final, he gifted the Scousers that fake treble. And also in the Champions League final in 2006, he's through on goal, 1-0 up, flops. Terrible.
Yeah.
But turns up against United, doesn't he?
Which player do
Not
you
someone
hate?
you'd have a
Would you
picture
ask
I'm
for a
joking,
picture?
by the way.
Oh.
What? Which player? What?
That you hate, would you ask for a picture?
That I hate. None
Like
of
where
them.
it's like a begrudging hatred.
Oh, that's a
Go on,
good one.
Andrew's got one.
I'm trying to think now.
So there's a player that I
there's a
used
few.
to. See, I'll be honest with you.
I'm trying to think who I really dislike.
I'm not one for asking for pictures with people. I don't like doing it.
I love a picture, me.
Do you know what I mean? Because I still think I'm a journalist.
But
even
only
though
if
I'm
it's
not
like-
really anymore. But I still feel that journalist mode.
I get what you
And it's
mean.
like as a journalist,
Like
you don't ask for
unprofessional,
photos
yeah.
with people because it's like you just don't do it.
You
Like, but I
World's
still have that
changed
mindset.
now.
I know it has, bro, and I get it. And I'm
Journalists even take pictures.
Not, I know they do, and they shouldn't. I don't think they should.
I get what
You
you
should
mean.
be taking a picture with someone you might be criticising in an article later on that day or in a month or whatever.
I'm
It's
trying to
unprofessional.
Nah,
think
I
who
could
don't
criticise
like.
United players and still want a picture with them.
Yeah, but yeah, I get that, but
I mean, they
you're
might
a
not want
United
a
fan.
picture
You're a
with me.
diehard United fan, yeah. But you're a diehard United fan. Do you know what I mean? That's part of your persona. If you're like working for the Guardian or whatever, or the Telegraph, whatever, and then you're posing for a picture with a manager, and then 10 months later you're saying he should be sacked.
But that's
That's not.
what-
It's different because you're a
why
fan.
why is that a problem?
I just think.
why-
I always think it's a little bit.
Isn't that
unprofessional.
like me having a picture with you but then criticising you for something?
No, because you criticise them with friends, but we work together. But they're not working together. Like you're reporting on them.
Can't
you're
they
meant
be
to be
fans?
objective. Like I know it's different.
Can't journalists be fans of the game?
No, but then
I mean, most of them aren't, and you can tell.
most of them like cricket, but they do. Like, I've spent time with a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them like into cricket and stuff like that. But I do think it's like it's a little bit unprofessional for me.
I do get what you
I
mean.
think it blurs the lines a little bit,
I-
and also leaves you open to criticism. Because it's like then even if you went like say you're posting on your socials, there's a picture of me and Erik Ten Hag, and then when it's all going wrong for him, you're going keep Ten Hag, don't sack him. People go, well, you will say that, you're his pal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the mindset I have. And
I do understand what you mean. I would feel a little bit awkward. asking for it. Like, there's been a few times, like at work, where people will be in and everyone will be like, "Oh yeah, we need to get a picture," and I'll just be like, "Nah."
Is there anyone like that you, not United, that you would love to have a picture with? Not United, ex-United player, someone you'd be like, "Oh my god, if they're in the building, I've got to get a photo with him."
Oh,
like he's not. I know that wasn't your main guy, but you said you'd have Henry. Like,
Henry,
yeah. So not United, because any United players, you'd have a photo
see,
with
this is hard.
the one where
you know
it's
what?
like-
I'd probably say like somebody like Neymar or someone.
The
I
one
don't.
Neymar's classic.
I don't particularly
I
like him. I'll be honest, but I would have a picture with
You don't
him.
like Neymar?
You've met him, haven't you?
But someone like
Neymar is-
Why don't you like Neymar?
I don't know. There's just something that's a bit.
When I
you
seen
know
him,
what,
I
just
said,
get a
"Sonny,
vibe.
innit, Nay?"
Mate, let's say what
Which is a
happened.
bit sad and cringe.
Yeah.
But I thought it's
Say what
funny.
happened to us when we was
I
in
found it
in
funny.
Vegas.
No.
Right.
Is this when you met Neymar? In Vegas?
No, I met Neymar in Barcelona.
Oh, right.
You're a big boxing fan, yeah. When I was a kid, I used to love boxing. I'm not
Yeah,
really
yeah.
anymore. And Holyfield was my guy, right?
Yeah.
I love Evander Holyfield, right? So he's in
You know,
Vegas,
Tommy Hearns.
and he was like, I've heard Holyfield's in our hotel, right? Anyway, me and him, we're walking down the hotel together. He's gone one way, I've gone the other. He's messaged me a photo of him and Evander Holyfield, right? Holyfield's here, I've just got a photo of him. I was like, oh my God.
And I said, "It's near this bar."
Yeah, he sent me a location, everything, right? I've ran there, can't see him, but it's because I've seen his picture, I can see what he's wearing. I see him in the distance, right? So I've run after him.
Yeah.
There's a crowd around him. They've took him through like some servants entrance. I've gone with him, like I'm his mate. Like, so they've let me through, but I'm there in my hoodie and my shorts.
Yeah.
And then the security just looks
Kosher.
at me and just gone. And he's got like this biggest stand ever, just like, what are you doing? And like Holyfield's like there, and I'm like,
my
but I
God.
couldn't get a picture of him.
You know how I
But
did
I
it?
saw
I
him
went
and he's
round-
like turned and smiled, and I was like, oh.
I went round the side,
I was gutted though.
and there was a queue here.
Yeah.
But then you know how people are all panicking when they're taking pictures.
Yeah.
I was, just come.
Yeah.
You know, people just
jealous.
taking just.
You've got to go for it. It's like when I tell you, I did get a picture with at work. Paris Hilton.
Really?
Oh yes, I'll get a
And-
picture of Paris Hilton.
Yeah,
Paris
I got a
Hilton.
picture.
One night
So
in Paris.
One
she
night in Paris. I had more than one night in Paris. Sorry.
she is
Filth, pure filth.
like we knew she was going to walk past our room and was like, you know what, you've got to just go for it in those situations. And the girl that I work with was like, I'm
can't
just
go,
going to
"Oh,
ask her,
oh."
and she just
No.
went, excuse me, can we get a picture with you? And she was like, yeah, of course. Like, she took the selfies.
Really?
Oh yeah, she grabbed our phones and was taking the pictures.
I reckon.
Yeah, I
She is like flawless.
You know what happened to
Really?
me in
Yeah.
the fight though?
Oh.
Broke my heart, man. So you know, Mike,
Oh, I know what you're going to tell this story
basically,
now.
yeah, my seat was on the floor, innit?
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson's seat's about 5 rows in front of mine. But I've walked to like the back, and he's just walked in with his missus. So me, let's say Tyson is missus, and me are just walking next to each other now. And I've gone, "Oh, Mike, what's going on? I love you." And he's looked at me. And I've got my phone here. I've gone, "Can we get a picture?" And he's gone, "Yeah." So as we've gone to take it, the woman here has gone to him. "Excuse me, Mike." Like to take him to his seat, and he's gone like that to look at her.
No.
And my picture is the back of his head.
Oh, bro. Did you not say, oh, it's
got
dickhead? I'm taking a photo with you here.
We're doing it again.
Oi, Mike.
I was like,
Excuse me,
mate,
we're going
just
to
give
do
you
it
a
again,
slap.
and you're going to smile.
Smile.
Yeah.
That's still.
You're going to do it again. You're going to make
Still a
eye
picture
contact
of
with the
Mike
camera.
Tyson, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but it's still a
Didn't you
picture.
meet Roy Jones Jr. as well?
Yeah.
He's another one for my era. See,
Shall I
that
tell you what
midnight
happened,
is for
though?
me, bro.
I weirded it out.
Right, go on.
So I went in the toilet
Because I love Roy
because I needed a
Jones Jr.
piss, obviously. And he, as I'm walking out, he's walking in, and I
Right.
waited outside for him. Is that bad?
No, but I thought, I was worried because I thought you were going to go down the route of, whilst I was in the toilet.
Yeah, yeah.
he had
No,
his
no.
dick in his
As
hand.
I
asked
walked
for
in,
a photo.
as I walked out, he walked in,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Nah, but Roy Jones
it was at the
Jr.
end of the night, so everyone was leaving, and I was like, do I just wait? And then I waited.
There's a time when Roy Jones Jr. was unreal. Not when he fought Kazagi, like when he was like early 90s, mid 90s, just unreal.
I was in my element that day.
Yeah.
That Crawford Spence fight was one of the best
Yeah.
nights of my life.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Best nights of my
Yeah.
life.
It's funny, right? We was in Vegas. He went to the fight night, and we was in the hotel, and everyone was just round the phones watching the fight.
Yeah.
And we went. There was a place where you could view it on a screening, so we went there to go and watch it on the screen. You had to pay, and it was like I can't remember. It was like say $100 to go and watch it on the screen. It was like forget that. We'll just watch it on our phones when we were paying for that. But yeah, it was good to see.
No, that was
Good to see.
epic, that
Ronnie,
fight.
do you want to come and jump on? You can swap with me for a minute. We'll get Ronaldo.
I mean, don't.
Seeing as we can hear,
Don't
you,
Yeah, we
rush
may
it,
as well
man.
see it.
Don't rush over.
Come on,
Ron.
bro. You do the chat.
Ron, don't rush.
Take
It's
your
all right,
time.
It's all right, Ron.
I've come rapid.
How has someone said boxing sucks in the comments? You suck.
This is great, man.
You suck.
See what I said? You don't.
Noor says, saw Juan Mata in a restaurant in London and took a photo with him, told us to join us next. 6 weeks later, he was a United player. Juan Mata might be the nicest person I've ever met.
He gives me nice vibes.
I've
He's
never
very
met him.
nice.
And he's created that common goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
He's
nice
the
guy.
nicest person. But who's the nicest person you ever met?
I saw he did a documentary, didn't
I'll go on.
he? One Matter, he did a documentary I watched just on him.
Oh,
Just
is
like,
it?
yeah, there
Where?
is I think it's on Prime.
I'm gonna watch that.
Really nice guy.
I love
Yeah,
Van
came
Matten.
across really well.
Could you forget how much he's actually won? Won the World Cup and that as well.
Nah, he does come across really humble. But you asked me who's the
Yeah.
nicest person. I'd say Genus. You know, Jermaine Genus.
Get Jay back on here, man.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Listen,
We're having positive
do you know what,
PR for Jermaine Genus on here.
It's because I felt surprised by him, but when I
No,
come into
so
contact-
no, when I met him, I wasn't.
you didn't like him. I thought he was nice.
It's all right, but
When Steve was reading out, everyone trolling him.
Yeah.
Genius and filming him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Steve's class and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
You know who done that to me though? Like, well, I went into meeting them and I was like, oh, I don't want to meet this guy.
Who?
Robbie Savage.
Robbie Savage.
But then I
did you
met
like
him and he was just really nice.
You
And
liked
I was
him?
like, wow. And plus,
That-
because it was the early days and doing what I'm doing, it was like, it helped.
But
'Cause
some
you need that, don't you?
you do need, but some people are actually just as unbearable as they seem on.
Name one, go now.
Michael Owen.
I wanted it to be like a juicy name where you could get in trouble for
No,
saying it.
Michael Owen's a prick on camera and he's a prick off camera as well.
Why?
He's a donut. I don't know. I remember one time when I was younger at Liverpool, and he was watching one of the games, and then I think we've all come up to him to like everyone wanted to come up to him as my group. There's about 4 of us from the under 12s wanted to go get a picture with him, and then I was the one that was brave enough to do it. And then when I come up, he's looked at me like up and down. He said, "So you're the brave one, are you?"
What's wrong with that?
Nah, but he said it the way he said
Was it that he looked you up and down,
He looked
or-
he looked me up and down. It was his whole vibe about it. And
was
then
he judged? Did you
and
feel
then
judged?
I felt judged. And then when he took the picture, he basically didn't. I said thank you, and he just kind of looked at me, and I walked off. And I thought
You wanted a bit more.
I wanted a bit more than that.
What did you? Yeah, I suppose because he knows you're under 12s at Liverpool, he should have probably been a bit nicer too. Give you like a cheap bit of advice, like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, work hard, kid.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, a
It'd be
little
something
bit
to
of
remember.
positive reinforcement. Yeah.
because he
Something
never
better
knows.
than
One
that.
of them might become a great player one day, and they can go, oh yeah, Michael Owen. top
Yeah,
man."
give him some press later
Yeah.
down the line. Michael Owen gave me
There
some
you go.
great advice when I was in the under 12.
And now, little did he know, you was going to become a YouTuber.
and
slag him off.
slag him off. Yeah.
So you fucked up there.
You got to be
Michael.
nice to people because I remember one of my mates was in a Birmingham setup and he was in the youth team, and Bellingham must have messaged him saying like ask him for advice and that, and he replied to him, he's nice and giving advice. Not where Bellingham is now. So
You're
imagine,
saying
He's
without
someone
that
I'd get a
advice-
picture with.
yeah, that advice is the reason that Bellingham
Yeah.
is
Try your best.
lighting up at Real Madrid.
Yeah. Yeah, but I would get a picture with Jude Bellingham.
Do you
as
think
well. Yeah,
Jude
yeah.
Bellingham
Seems like a nice guy.
No,
is, by the way, I think Jude Bellingham's an amazing player.
Mm.
So this isn't me shitting on him. But do you think it's Jude Bellingham being so good or La Liga being so shit?
I think La Liga's quality's gone down a little bit though
Yeah.
over the past 5 to 10 years. I think post Ronaldo, Messi, prime El Clasico era, the quality's
Do you
fell
watch
off a little
that
bit.
Clasico anymore?
I don't watch it anymore. And it used to be one of my favourite
Oh,
fixtures
it'd
every
be,
season.
yeah, you'd plan your day around it. When
Yeah.
it was the eye-poking days,
Yeah, exactly.
They
But
were epic. yeah.
Everyone, when Messi and Ronaldo were in their primes at Real Madrid,
I
with
went
the
to
teams
one,
around them.
actually.
Did you actually?
Yeah, when I lived in Madrid, I went to El Clasico. Real Madrid lost, but the people that I saw on the pitch, it was MSN for Barcelona. Iniesta was playing, Ronaldo, Ramos, Casillas was in goal. So, like, I ticked a lot of people off the list that you would want to see play. But what I found weird was there was, like, people in Barcelona shirts walking near the Real Madrid bit and people were just chill about it. Like, imagine that.
It's very mixed like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine like someone in a City shirt walking past you at the derby. Like,
Yeah, there's- I
you
think-
wouldn't be like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
great.
there'll be a lot of Barcelona fans in Madrid, but that's probably why. But that kind of era, I don't think that those are classical games. There might have not been more all-timers on one pitch at one time. Because you got like Bale, Benzema,
United
Marcel,
Barca was
Iniesta.
good as well, isn't it?
Yeah, United Barca. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but
United
nah,
Barca.
but I hated them.
like
them
Tevez,
times, though.
Rooney, Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Couldn't get past them though. There was them
No, but if
times
you
it
look, 09 was a bit closer.
was close up,
Mm.
but
11
yeah.
wasn't good.
no, that was sad.
Although
that.
Rooney's goal was so fun, wasn't it?
I remember I was screaming for about 5 minutes when that went in because we went into that thinking that we didn't really have much chance, and then when obviously
Because of after Rome, innit?
Yeah,
The battered us
yeah.
in Rome.
Rooney was an equaliser, wasn't it? Yeah, and then I was buzzing, and then for the rest of the game, it felt like we didn't get a kick.
We didn't.
No, we didn't. Literally, that was it.
Pedro scored, didn't it?
Oh,
I think was it Messi, Villa, and Pedro all scored.
Stinks.
MVP.
Was it?
Yeah, because we couldn't get near Messi that day as well, and that's the day where he scored, and then he went and he booted the mic in the corner flag.
Who booted the mic?
Messi. It was like some of the most passion he's shown after
I
scoring
think
a goal.
Messi, you know how people kind of had this impression of him as some quiet little genius?
No, I don't think
I reckon he's a right bastard.
He's gobby him.
You have to be, innit?
Yeah.
You have to be.
You have to be, yeah. He's gobby 100%.
Yeah. Like,
I bet he has some right strops as well.
Yeah. You know a bit of Mbappe at PSG?
Yeah.
I think he's very like that, where everything has to be his own.
So imagine those two together at PSG. That must have been moody, that.
Because they never used to speak to each other, did they?
No.
Probably not.
Mbappe, Messi, Neymar. And then remember when Cavani was there and they'd all just be doing their own thing?
Weird
Apparently
that.
he never spoke to the youth either, like Messi. You know, like
I don't rate Mbappe because of all that. I don't think Mbappe's worth all the hassle he gives PSG. You could
He
find
just
a player
runs
as
it,
good.
doesn't he?
Yeah,
He just does what he wants.
They sign who he wants, everything like that.
Yeah.
They give him all that power for him just to leave in a year or two anyway. But the Mbappe one's weird because weren't like a few years ago people were comparing him and Rashford, saying
Rashford's better than Mbappe. Mbappe in the Prem.
I don't.
Rashford in France.
Nah, he's not better.
They'll be looking exactly the same.
He's not better than Mbappe.
They'll be looking exactly the same.
Mbappe is a better decision maker. That automatically makes him
It's
quite a
not
bit
though,
better.
because look how many chances he misses. And his decision maker. Look at the state of their team. Most of them decisions are his.
I can't say anything to him after what he
Stick
did.
Rashford in France. I promise you, bro.
After what Mbappe did.
I'm not having it.
What after Mbappe did in the World Cup final?
Oh yeah,
In that final 20 minutes of the game. After I seen that, I was like, nah, I can't. You can't really slander Mbappe after that. He showed me all time level.
But if you put Rashford in France, I promise you gets 40 goals plus a season.
Yeah.
Nah. Mbappe's a better player than Rashford by
Rashford
quite a
got
bit.
30 in the Prem. Not 30 in the Prem, but 30 in all comps.
I think Mbappe would do.
Forget Mbappe for a minute.
Yeah, just with Rashford,
Stop.
would he be successful in the
Imagine
French
him in
league?
France.
Yeah, he would.
He'd have 50 goals. So what I'm trying to say is,
I don't know.
if he was in France for the last 5 years playing for PSG, you look at him like oh my God, look at Rashford.
I agree.
I'm not completely sure. I'm not.
Me. Do I believe all this?
I'm not.
Are you taking? Why are you asking me stupid questions, Jay?
I didn't know if you were messing about or if you really do.
Nah.
I'm not gonna have you undermine me on this.
Jay thinks he's smoking. Do you know what it is?
I didn't say World Cup final.
I love Rashford.
He plays for England, remember?
I know. I'm just saying.
And also the.
But Ronnie seems like a bit lost there. He's like,
I'm like, what's going
No,
on?
the-
You know,
no, the-
'cause-
Yeah, no, the thing
Well, you're
is,
forgetting
forget
Mbappe.
about Mbappe. Mbappe's on holiday at the minute. We're
Alright,
looking at
go on.
Rashford,
Yeah.
and Rashford in the French league.
I'm not sure. You know why? I'll explain why. Because in France, it's also.
worried about this.
Nah, it's also a very, very athletic, physical league.
Bro, do you know
And
how
I-
many? Do you know how many
and-
times when
and
I watch
I
France, and PSG are playing Brest or someone like that, and Mbappe's running from the halfway line with one man between him and the goal. That happens
Nah,
every
it's
week.
not-
I
it's
do
not-
think he would do well in
The
France.
translation for Premier League to Germany is not like Premier League to France. In France, it's actually a lot of the players, because it's got people looking to it. It's got a very, especially the lesser teams. It's full of how do you say it? Like it's a very.
But what are you gonna say?
I'm worried.
What are you gonna say? Don't say it.
It's.
You need to write it down first. Write it down first, maybe.
Yeah, don't say it.
It's one of those leagues that even.
You know when Homer
especially-
Simpson has that.
I feel like you know what.
I don't know what he's gonna say.
Are you on about pace and power?
It's a very P&P league, pace and power, and a lot of people like Rashford and Mbappe that I like. So where is
Leave him alone.
where his athleticism?
Joe Smith said.
Nah, his athleticism.
Yeah, if Joe Smith said what you said,
He doesn't have the same athletic advantages he would have in a Germany or in a Premier League. So I don't know. I think Rashford would actually struggle in France, to be honest.
You think Rashford would struggle in France?
I personally think he would have.
Before me, you swap. Games kicks off.
I think it's a draw. I think 2-2. Before I get myself in trouble.
Yeah. Thanks for that contribution.
That's class. That. Cheers, Ronnie.
Despite what Ronnie thinks, I think black people can be skillful at football. I think some of them are actually very talented. Just point it out there. We'll be hearing from Ronnie later on at half time.
Eric's got his Willie out.
Hey, what's going on here?
There he
Go
is.
on, my son.
Willie Cambala's running into the box.
Yes.
Oh, Anthony, man.
Can we have a little bit of volume, please? The game has kicked off. What we on? We'll put a timer on in a minute, but we're on 1 minute.
What's your prediction?
My prediction is a 1-1 draw, unfortunately, which isn't the end of the world, but it's not exactly the most exciting result. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we win.
No, I'm going to go with we're going to win 1-0. I'm going to be positive.
Bruno, yeah.
Yeah. What? I'm scared. I'm scared.
Miles has put in the chat, big Ronaldo Atkinson.
Start calling Ronnie Sunbed. Also, you know the nickname Liverpool players used to give John Barnes?
No, I'm not having it.
That's racist, isn't it?
Howard Gale, right, on Steve's podcast said, I would never allow anyone to call me that nickname because it's too close to that word.
Yeah.
And I think they did it because of that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
I think it
million
was
ways
like
you could.
fun.
Yeah.
For them.
Yeah.
For them.
It is.
Yeah.
Because I seen that on a flag
Right,
once, right?
watch this, lads.
Yeah. I seen it on a flag, right? And I'm not lying to you, Maka, right? Years when I was a kid. And the D, I couldn't see.
It was
So I just saw the rest with Barnes, and I was like, what the fuck? What's this? Like, that's your old player, what are you doing? And then I saw that, oh, right. And then I was like, why are you calling him that? And then I saw the reference, which was so, like, niche. It's like, oh.
What's the reference?
Right.
What did they call him?
Liverpool players called John Barnes Digger, right? And I know I've got to be very careful here. Because there was a character in Dallas, which was big in the 80s, called Cliff Barnes, and his nickname was Digger Barnes because he dug for oil.
Yeah.
But there's a million nicknames you can give someone that don't sound like that word.
Yeah.
And Howard Gale, who was one of Liverpool's first ever black players, was on Steve's podcast on Steve's channel a few years ago, and he said he would never have had that nickname in that Liverpool dressing room because it was too close to that offensive word.
Yeah.
Well,
And I think there's a little bit
I agree
of
with that.
horrible racist banter there.
It
where
is.
It's like, we can get away with
Watch
it.
this, lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
you know when they say it really quickly?
yeah. And
They
I
actually say the word.
Yeah.
Then they go, I never said that.
Yeah.
I said that.
I ain't having any.
Like mumble it or something. Yeah,
I'm not
Nah.
responding to a word like that or having my teammates calling it.
It was like
No.
the story I was
Close.
telling you, like when we went on year 7 trip
Yeah.
to like some camp somewhere,
Yeah.
and we walk through the field, and the teacher was like, "Hey, they're called bullocks,"
Yeah.
and then we go, "So what are they called bollocks?"
Yeah, you're like,
Really,
like
we
that.
know
It's
what
like
we're
that
doing, right?
immaturity, like,
Yeah.
I'm getting away with something I shouldn't be
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, I'm not like, honestly, I'm not defending that because it's horrible as well. But then you've got John Barnes turning up to fancy dress in a Ku Klux Klan outfit. Like, what was going on at Liverpool in the 80s?
Wow.
Like, really, come on, man. Get a grip. Like, that's not okay.
Yeah, that's wild.
That is just dumb. What was this about Aaron Wan-Bissaka being out? What was all that? thing
Mate,
about?
I
It was
think
weird
last
what
few
he said
weeks-
about the whole cooperation. Because you think of the word cooperation,
sorry.
you feel like people
Do you
are
know
at
what?
loggerheads or something.
That cooperation thing was, I think that was an old an old message I read out. Sorry. Ignore that.
You've
right?
got me in my thoughts
If
about
you're
it, and it's
listening
not
to me
even
about Aaron
relevant.
Wan-Bissaka being ill, ignore me. It
Is
was
he
an old
ill or
message.
not?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. Where is he then?
It was Varane who's ill, but I'd gone back to an old message because I've been listed. Oh, West Ham are attacking here.
Is that Emerson with the shot? I don't like
I
this.
don't like this. They're in the box here. Oh,
Why don't talk to each other, man?
yeah. The keeper could have got that there, but West Ham pressing in.
Does Luke Shaw, you know, we gave the ball away here initially from Luke Shaw just running behind someone and barreling them over. He does that a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know where someone stops running and he just runs behind and just sticks his belly into them?
All right, sorry. Someone's told me that Digger Barnes was Cliff Barnes' dad. Right, thank you. Thanks for clearing up. I was only like 2 when Dallas was out.
Big fan, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't it come back, Dallas?
Do you know what the mad thing with Dallas is, right? They had like a series in Dallas where I think it was one of the main characters died, and then the actress that played the main character decided she wanted to come back to Dallas, so they made it all a dream. That entire series. Like, just so they could put her back in the
was a
show.
dream.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Like, it was all that
That
was
is
all a dream.
so US soap,
Yeah.
that, isn't it?
It was just mental.
I can't.
But that's what he did.
My brother's just messaged me with this zinger.
Go on.
Jesus Christ, it's Christmas and it is already on it. Big Willie at the back should stiffen up our defence.
Pants.
Well done,
Aye.
Keem. Fucking hell. Ethan liked it.
Yeah, Ethan would. Ethan loves that. Ethan's using that in his own little chat now.
Yeah.
He was going, hey, Big Willie at the back.
That'll be the Sun
Stiffen
headline
up.
tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll want it. David Moyes going mad there at the touchline. Bruno being pushed back. Alan McCoysty's alright as a commentator. I don't mind him.
He's a really nice person
Is
as
it?
well.
Yeah, he comes across well, man. He comes across as just like a guy who's enjoying life.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He's
Don't take himself too seriously.
Yeah,
What
very
What happens,
nice
though, in a year's
person.
time, everyone will hate him. Because it happened to Peter Drury.
Go on.
Everyone went, oh, we need Peter Drury on TV. They got him on TV. Now everyone thinks he's fucking annoying.
It's like that with everything. No, when everyone likes something, there's a backlash to it.
Is tinsel made of asbestos?
I
My
don't
neck
think so.
feels weird, man.
Really?
Yeah,
Better not be
I
allergic.
wonder if that's that reaction I had at the Trafford Centre.
Why did you have tinsel around your neck?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
ever go out with tinsel around your neck?
No, am I missing out here
My
on
neck
something?
hurts, you know.
Yeah. If you have difficulty breathing, swap with Ronnie.
The allergic twins.
Am I going to die?
No,
Nah, you'll be alright.
no, you're fine.
Yeah, me and Ange have got
As
degrees
soon
in
as I see
medicine.
my
Yeah.
my neck just started
Yeah.
closing up. That sounded
Bruno is
pause.
deeper, isn't he?
Yes, he
So you
is.
got Bruno and Mainu are pretty deep on it with McTominay pushing forward, which is what we thought.
Tinselitis, is that real thing?
Tinselitis. Oh, is that?
Oh, is that
God.
play- that's a
my
play on
God, is
words,
that a real thing? That's a Ronnie comment. That
Well
That's
done,
a
lads.
Christmas cracker joke.
you
That,
don't
isn't it? Hey.
You done me there.
Um,
Therefore, something in it though.
yeah.
Well, it's been on the. How long's it been on
Yeah.
the floor?
Well, I only bought it yesterday or the day before yesterday.
No, but people put it in their lofts, don't they? I mean, they got asbestos on that.
I don't know why we're hoofing long balls up to Garnacho there.
I'm glad with the early kick-off, man.
Because it just ruins your weekend early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get it
You
out.
know what I mean? Your
By
entire
the time the
weekend.
boxing
By the
things
time
are
by
around, I'll
half 2 in the
forget.
afternoon, your weekend on a Saturday, your weekend's ruined.
Yeah, that's
And
what
you're
you want.
sulking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all that. Yeah, people say Varane is ill, that's why he's not in the squad. Not Wan-Bissaka who is playing. Ignore my nonsense before I got confused.
Yeah, yo, this must be. You know how this is early for us? Some people must be watching this at the ass crack of dawn.
Yeah, a couple of people in the chat saying that early as fuck in the States. Says Longhorn Lover 44.
You're a what? You're a what, Jay?
Longhorn Lover, eh?
That's what I've heard.
Hey.
I've twittered him for that.
So that weren't abusive.
I love Bruno.
That's a
you know.
ball from Bruno.
Yeah.
I properly love him.
Yeah,
You know when people think they're clever by ripping on Bruno, you're not clever.
I know.
No.
Oh, Anthony.
I had this discussion with one of your mates, Paddock Groves, the other week. He was slanging him off.
No, was it?
Yeah, he was saying that, like, don't rate him or,
Betty, Jetty.
or he's
Yeah.
flat chat, yeah. Flat trap bully. I was like, nah, he's not. I said, he's people forget how good he is and how big an impact he made when
Like,
he
do
came.
you remember when he
into
came?
the
He just changed it
Right,
up,
yeah.
didn't he?
I think he's had to adapt his game and move around a little bit, and I don't like it. I love Bruno when he's right up the top end of the pitch.
Yeah.
The business end. That for me is where he should be. No, I know he can play deep, but I don't want to see him play
No.
deep.
Look where he is and look
It's
where
not-
McTominay
he's
is.
not
It's just
It's
stupid.
impressive.
It's just,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Go on, J.E. y'all. I love a bit of Johnny Evans, mate.
He's done well, Annie, since he come back.
Yeah.
Mate, he must be so tired, man.
I know, mate.
He came here thinking I'm going to play about 3 games this
Yeah.
season, and those games will be 5 minutes off the bench here and
Oh
there.
yeah, Luke Shaw.
Lads.
Oh.
Oh, cross was blocked out there. Look, nice bit of link-up play between Garnacho and Luke Shaw.
Yep.
Not really seen much of that over this season so far. I mean, to be
No.
fair, they've not always been playing together. But Shaw and Rashford last season had a right understanding. This season, we need to see that from either Shaw and Garnacho. If Rashford comes back, we need to see that back again.
Yeah, like top tier Shaw and Garnacho, that could be quite a good
couldn't it?
a good little link up that.
I do like Garnacho, man. I think he struggles a little bit when he's starting every week. Probably needs a breather, but
Yeah.
the way Rashford's playing,
There's
Not
no other
happening.
option, is there?
Jesse Taylor, this is why McTominay should not be playing. Danny Gallagher says 4:30 in Canada. Best be worth it. Mate, I don't envy you getting up.
That's
at
the
this hour.
beauty as well, isn't it? You know, like with football fans getting up for games.
Yeah.
You know, like with some fights, you'll go, "Oh, I'm not going to watch that one." this week."
Yeah.
You just watch every game, innit?
Yeah.
Because you're kind of locked into that. I don't know, maybe like there's the Carabao Cup.
There's
games
times
that I
like when
watch.
we've been on tour, not when we've been on the tour, when United have been on tour, and I've stayed up to watch it. I've got up to watch a game and ended up falling asleep and was missing it. I remember the Liverpool game where they beat us.
Oh, that happened
Shaqiri
to me.
scored.
That happened to me remember when we beat Liverpool and the Van Aert to win like some trophy?
Yeah, I well thought we were going to win league that season.
I fell asleep at half time and I had to do a review. I woke up and it was about 20 minutes after the game ended and I did a review.
Good
and I
play
was
there
like,
from
not a
Wan-Bissaka.
clue what's going on.
Did you just make it up?
I think we won on penalties or something.
Evans bringing out defence. Go on, son.
Yep.
Johnny Evans is so good. Why are you laughing, man?
Who's that, Ronnie? You're not having that one. Is it Ronnie laughing?
Johnny
Oh,
Evans
it's
is
just his
our,
throat there, sorry.
You know, if we ranked our defenders,
That's a
Johnny
good little
Evans
ball,
comes
that.
second. You know that,
Go
innit?
on, Garnacho.
Yeah.
Run at him, lad. Go on, in the box. He's got a corner
It
out
goes
of it.
Varane, Johnny Evans. That's the order
United
of our
corner,
centre backs in quality.
That's what you want to see from Garnacho. Just run at him.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He goes Varane, Martinez, Evans now. But Evans in his pomp, better than Martinez. Don't laugh. Could Lisandro Martinez do it on a windy Wednesday at
Stoke.
West Brom?
No, never played against Stoke.
Ah, shit. Go on!
Go on there, lad. Well done. Bruno here. Oh, no. That wasn't the ball he should have gone for.
That ball would have come to Anthony and he would have tried to do some little...
Even the way Anthony runs, he looks confused as to what he's doing.
It's shit, right? Because I do... I want to get behind players, right? I do. But we've had
Course.
15 months of it now. Or 16 months of it.
Yeah.
I'm just not seeing it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
You know how you run when you're running towards a
I
goalkeeper?
hope I'm wrong.
That you know is going to get the ball before you and they're going to
Yeah.
boot it. So you kind of slow down and back off.
Yeah.
That's how he runs into everything.
Yeah.
That's what I mean, man. I'm just not seeing anything like... That's a nice little ball there. Bruno in the box.
Oh, that's a foul. That never get given,
No.
yeah. But that's a foul, you know.
He shoved him
He's
there, didn't he?
pushed him in his back and he's affected
Bruno
the
tried
kick.
to cross the ball with left foot. That's a poor header, that.
Play Cobby.
Did well there, because that was a terrible header from Luke Shaw.
That would never get given and I don't expect it to, but that's a foul.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Yeah.
Because he did put him off. It's one of them. He's quite clever by the defender. He's done enough there, and he knows he's going to get away with it. And he's done enough to put him off for the cross.
I'm going to do something.
Here's your
today.
boy again.
I'm going to
Evans.
watch Anthony and see if the ball ever goes forward from his foot.
That's a good game to play up to.
It's a good game. If it's a drinking game, we'll all be fucking sober.
Oh, yeah. Oh, every time he plays it back, we have a drink.
Yeah. Then we'll be fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. You went forward.
There we go.
You're on it. And again, hey, he's
showing you up
round.
here.
And again! Hey, put that in
He
your
has
pipe and
shown
smoke
you
it.
right up.
Hey, you're absolutely steaming already. West Ham on the counter here.
That'll be it now, though. He's done his one bit and he's all right.
Why is he holding himself rolling on the
No.
floor like that? It's not that deep.
No.
It's not a yellow card. That's
Is he
what
pretending
asking
he's
for.
broke his arm?
I don't know what he's doing. Is it Kufal? So he knocks it past Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw barely runs into him. And he rolls around on the floor like he's been shot. It's ridiculous.
Oh, he trod on his hand. It's not that deep.
It's his own fault for throwing himself on
Yeah,
the floor.
shouldn't have had his hand there, should he? He's not
If he'd
bleeding.
Stood up, he wouldn't have
He's not bleeding, he's fine.
Do you know what I mean? Come on. I hate these games. I hate West Ham away.
Yeah, it's not a...
Oh,
Do you know what I
no.
mean?
Have you seen Rashford?
What?
He's
What?
been inspired by Wes Brown.
Oh,
Nice
wow.
bit of orange
A little
hair.
bit.
It was a bit
Orange
orangey the other week.
everywhere. Come and have a go if you dare. Yeah, talking to Wes Brown, we'll be with him in Dublin on the 28th of this month. There's still some tickets available. I'm going to put a little link in the chat there. Click on it. Come and see us in Dublin with Wes Brown, me, Macca, Howson, Joe, Wes Brown, and Uncle Webby. It's going to be an amazing night. Get down there if you can. Another foul. A lot of fouls in this game. A lot of silly little fouls. And just, it's one of those
We should
games.
be taking on McTominay and Maguire now. And be 3 points for United.
We should be what? Well,
They should be playing for West now.
It's mad, isn't it? It's mad how it's gone from not even getting in the team to like building the team almost around him. When I say building the team around, like you're moving players around to accommodate him. The tactic seems to be trying to get him on the ball. It just seems a bit strange to me.
I reckon the players in the dressing room go, this guy's a shit, man. What is the manager doing? This guy.
SG says, my God, we need another passer in midfield. We miss Ericsson a lot. I agree, we miss Ericsson. Like last season, when we were playing really well last season, Ericsson was a big part of that. Yeah. Like he was. Whether you think he's up to it or not anymore, but he was meant, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey up, Jared Bowen.
That'll do, Donkey.
Terrible shot.
That'll do. Favourite Christmas movie?
Die Hard.
Oh, fuck off, Jay. You're not allowed to say that, man.
Why? Why not? All right, Home Alone.
Which one?
1.
Oh, fuck off.
Why are you acting like these are wrong answers? Like this is a quiz and I'm getting it wrong.
Home Alone in New York.
But it's your
Home
opinion.
Alone in New York, which is not even the name of the film. Right.
It's Lost in New York.
Home Alone in New York.
Yeah, you know what I meant though, innit?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm afraid you're mistaken. Yeah, I do like Tim Curry. You've been smooching with everybody, baby.
And
Elf. I do like Elf.
Yeah.
There's another one that I would encourage people to watch that's just hysterical called Almost Christmas.
Right, okay.
It's on Prime.
Almost
Very
Christmas.
funny.
Who's in that?
Gabrielle Union's in it.
Oh, I'll watch that.
Monique's in it.
Do you know one of the worst Christmas films? And our mate's in it. It's that one with him and Ben Affleck, Gandolfini and Ben Affleck. What's
I've
it
not
called?
seen it.
You don't want to watch it.
No.
It's
Nativity's good as well.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, Nativity's good. But I do like Home Alone.
Anthony just skinned someone, guys.
Oh my God.
There
And
you
he's
go,
put it
you see.
forward, and
There
he
you go.
completed the
See?
pass.
Get behind the kid.
Yeah.
Surviving Christmas, that's the film with Ben Affleck and James Gandolfini. It's terrible. Here is Anthony.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that was terrible. Come on, Anthony, man. Show us what you're about, son. Let's get behind him. Come on.
Where do you think the root of the problem is? Is it like he's just not that good? Or is it like the mentality? Or what is it that's not...
The thing is, right, if you look at his numbers for Ajax, and in a dominating Ajax team, they were never that impressive. I think it was 8 goals, 4 assists in that last season he was at Ajax. And he won basically every single game almost. Like, that's not that amazing, is it? 12 goal involvements.
You spent 80 million on a player that's not better than Pellistri.
So,
He's just not that good.
I don't get, he's not, it's not like he was amazing at Ajax and he's dropped off.
No.
I think Ericsson, I brought him in because he knew him. He's a player that he trusted, and he's a player that also, like, he can do, defensive work and stuff, but he's not, for me, he's not good enough, and I hope him proven wrong. I just feel like, time is getting on. But yeah, he's on the ball now. He's won a throw in. George Coleman says we are boring to watch. CeeLo James John says it's like kids who are told they are gifted. Fair enough. Mate.
Kids that aren't gifted that are told they're gifted?
Yeah, I think that's what he's on about. I think he's on about...
when it goes to the red a bit?
Yeah, like he's like, you're trying to encourage him.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way, says TDK.
Oh,
Is that the one with Annie, innit?
Yeah.
Mate, Annie's made some random films, man. Sinbad's in that as well, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, that Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's alright as well.
It's a Wonderful Life is good.
Yeah.
It's
that's
a good
old
film.
school, that, innit?
Yeah, we always watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, every year. It is good. It's a bit stressful. Yeah. Like, the ending's good, but, like, there's a lot going on. Poor George
this guy
goes through a lot.
Do you know what I mean? Convince him, don't top yourself. Everything's alright. Like, what you've done. But he's going through it, innit?
Yeah, he is going through it.
David Moyes stood there, as always.
Don't sit down, does he?
No. Claws is an unreal Christmas movie, says Patrick McCarran. Claws, I've not even seen that. Hit that like button as well, people, if you're watching. You might not like the game, but you can like us. Give us a like.
How's your neck after the tinsel?
Are you alright? Have you recovered?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
No swelling, you alright?
I think it's swelling from the inside.
Oh.
Hoyland, that was a bad decision there, Hoyland.
Rasmus, man.
Come on, son. Luke
Have you
Shaw.
seen that fella that's singing on Twitter, on TikTok and stuff? And he looks
It
a
is
bit
happening
like
now.
Hoyland.
Oh, yeah.
You know Rory thought it was actually Hoyland.
No.
Yeah.
Shut
He
up,
genuinely thought it was Hoyland.
mate. John Bolt says, Steve Howson's favourite movie, Family Man.
Family Man.
I don't know. Is that a Nicolas Cage movie?
Family Man.
Steve's got a thing about Nicolas Cage. He hates Nicolas Cage, doesn't
Hates him.
he? Nicolas,
Nicolas
he
Cage.
hates Nicolas
Face
Cage.
off Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, hates him. He hates Nicolas Cage, Steve. Right, can't stand him.
Why?
He just says
Why?
he makes loads of shit films. He's just a shit actor as well. He says he's OTT.
Okay.
It's a running theme on the brew we do on a Friday.
What is
like
What's Nicolas Cage's real name? Go, Jay.
It's Nicholas Coppola.
How
Coppola.
do you know all these
Because he's
things?
Francis Ford Coppola's nephew.
Is he?
Yeah, but he changed his surname so he didn't like everyone.
Oh.
Does
JC, you know if I need to phone someone,
Yeah.
I'm
Phone a
Jay.
friend. Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Phone
man.
a friend, 100%.
So like that's why he changed it.
Yeah.
The Coppola family is mad, bro. Like Talia Shire's like his sister as well. You know out of Rocket.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because
like,
she was in Godfather,
Yeah,
wasn't she?
so like there's and obviously Sophia Coppola's made loads.
She
of
was
films.
annoying in Godfather, though.
Do you reckon? Yeah,
Yeah.
she went from like being a bit of a sort of obviously.
As the films
bit of a
progressed,
victim.
she became a
And
bit
then
more of
she's
a hard
rowdy,
ass.
And in the end, Godfather 3, she's killing people.
Yeah.
Who's she, Connie?
And
Yeah.
and
Connie,
she
that was
like,
Connie. Hey, I swear on Arjean's eyes, right? As you load that coffin into that grave. Sophie Chris.
I bet you no one's ever gone from a split second Godfather into Peter Kay.
Never.
That's never happened.
Yeah.
That's
before,
what you get on this watch along. Yeah.
Connie.
That was Connie. Do you know what? Though? People do that. It's true, innit? Like,
Yeah.
Hey.
That's why Peter Kay is so good,
Yeah.
because it is just so true,
I've
everything
been
that
at
he
them
says.
funerals where people say, "Did you see that light come through
Yeah.
them clouds?"
That were
him. Hey.
Yeah.
Quavers.
Quavers, come moving out house for Quavers.
You know what I love? Most of our audience don't know who Peter Kay is.
Yeah.
I know.
Which is mental.
I know.
Do you think, like, you know, like, how, like, people watch us from, like, all around the world?
Yeah.
Do you reckon we've got, like, someone from a niche part of the world into Peter Kay?
Yeah.
Where they shouldn't understand?
Yeah,
You know,
let us
like,
know.
You know, you don't realise sometimes that people listen to what you're saying, and then go and look at stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
it. We met people in Australia who say things like that. To her. They'll say like, "Oh, you know what? Right, I always hear you two going on about this." And
Oh,
yeah.
Johnny.
And the thing is that because he's very British, isn't he, Peter Kay?
Yeah.
His
Very
comedy's He's
northern.
not like like some
But
like
he's-
Ricky Gervais is big in America and other like.
But it's very northern
He
as
is
well,
very
because there are
northern.
Ricky
southerners
Gervais
that
was
don't
with tits
get
in
it.
now.
You're not a fan, are you?
No,
I've
I'm
gone
not.
off him completely.
Yeah, same.
Do you know what I don't like
It's
about
like-
some of these comedians? Right, it's like they go on like I seen Jimmy Carr.
All his stand-up now is about cancel culture.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
allowed
like,
to
bro,
say this.
You're not in danger of getting cancelled. I promise you, you're all right. Like,
The other day, I made beans like Adam does after a watch along. Oh, did you make beans a special way? So producer Ethan's just put a note on the
that's
screen.
just wildly, just random. Thanks, Eve.
Says that.
So we had a
Go
conversation once upon a time about beans. How you have your beans at home, innit?
You Jesse
Like
Lingard.
Heinz beans.
Yeah, put some onions in there, a bit of chili, whatever.
Right.
Jazz them up a bit.
Could have been like butter beans as
All
a
right,
bad
fair
one.
enough.
Yeah, Heinz bean.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think he used to just be a beans man. Not
Right,
even
okay.
put any butter in or nothing.
Right.
So what did you do, Eve? Fried up some onions? Yeah?
Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Even though it sounds silly, it's a good shout. Yes.
Yeah.
That's good, That's good, Yes, son. See? Yeah, triple cheese, what?
Chuggy in the soup. Chuggy in the chat's just put in capital letters, covered in piss.
I always get, you know what? The one that always goes up people's head, you know, when he's on the phone, he goes, how big?
How big is it? Oh,
I always do that, yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's like, it was like, hang on a minute, 1 minute, love. Hey, try to keep the noise down. I'm on the phone, please. Go on, what are you saying? How big is it?
Oh, no, love my bibs, come here, my bibs, come here. Phone boxes were the devil, man. Because our phone used to always get cut off in it because they wouldn't pay the bill on that.
Yeah.
I have to go phone box.
Phone
more,
boxes,
more.
man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Do you know what I used to say about phone boxes? And this is latter day phone boxes was pages. Paging people to ring me at the phone box.
I used to have a pager. That's
Yeah.
how my dad used to get in touch with me.
Yeah. I used to hate it. Paging the dealer all the time, like the phone box.
You know what's
Bring
mad
back.
though, yeah? You know now you page your dealer
Yeah.
and you go, hey, yo. And he goes, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you know where to meet in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back then it would have been, yo, I'll meet you here in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you're standing on the corner for an hour. And he might not come in an hour.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Jay's there, stood on the
I
corner.
know, I've had them ones.
hell.
Waiting, rattling.
Where's his
Sweating. Sweating, rattling.
Hey,
no phones. It's like Chinese back in the day, ordering food.
yeah.
You don't have no tracking on
I
that
know, like, you know,
Just
to the
gotta hope
minute,
that
it's
it
just there, just
arrives.
waiting.
Yeah.
by the window looking for the lights.
Literally sat at the window.
And if your order's wrong, you ain't going on some app to complain
No.
to try and get a refund.
You
That's
just don't go
done.
again.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Do you know what I mean?
You
That's
just got to
the only
find a
process you can
new
do.
takeaway then, haven't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, man.
Or maybe you make a snide comment when they next deliver something. Like,
Yeah.
oh, last
we've got
time.
it right this time, have we? Oh, we've got this one right.
But it was
Hey.
special then. Nowadays, what you have you can have McDonald's whenever you want. It's too much.
Yeah,
too much
gone,
choice.
innit? The game's gone. Hey up. Oh,
It's too much choice.
Too
Go
acceptable.
on.
Even when the ball's right at his toes to just take it, he tries some stupid flick.
it's frustrating, man.
All he had to
being
do
a
was
United fan
poke
at
that
the minute.
forward then.
West
Is there
Ham going down the
something
left hand
into
side
it?
now.
Smell that, Jay.
That does smell a bit musky.
Musky.
Yeah, it does.
I can't believe you had it round your neck that long. You did
I
well.
know, yeah, I think it's made my neck swell up. Feel a bit weird.
The Buttery Biscuit Base says, and most Ricky Gervais comedies cringe as fuck. Do you know what it is, right? Ricky Gervais, Jimmy Carr, all
I
them lot
prefer
now.
his writing to his stand-up.
I hear that.
Like extras, amazing. That
The
new
Office
one,
is
Afterlife,
Office is elite.
played Luke.
The Office is elite.
Which one is? I'm not a huge Office fan, so like
say-
when
he'll-
if
he'll
people
say
say
the
that
American- he'll
it's
say
the
the
US,
American,
yeah.
I prefer the English.
I only have
I've
seen
heard,
like
yes.
clips and like the clip of the fire alarm, the smoke,
Dwight
the-
and
yeah, and they're like
Dwight's
throwing.
better than Gareth.
Yeah.
That fire alarm.
Pam's
thing,
better than Dawn.
The fire alarm.
When he
and
teaches them a lesson,
and the,
resuscitation, staying alive,
Are
yeah.
the two best scenes in history of comedy.
Yeah.
Like they're as scenes, they are.
It's with
unreal.
the smoke and everything when people are just launching
Every man for
stuff.
himself. Right, that's it, everyone for himself.
The cat
Nah, do you know
falls.
what? There's
It's
an
all going
episode,
on.
Yeah, in Office US,
Yeah.
where he has a dinner party in it.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
You see that episode? That is up there as one of the best.
Do you reckon?
You know when he's got the plasma screen
And it's
thing
so
on the
small.
wall, and he goes, "You can put it out."
Yeah.
Like, that is just so. It's
Do you know
so
what I
good.
love?
It's so good.
I love what
and
he-
how they keep calling each other babe, but passively aggressively.
Yeah.
Like, hey babe, and he's like, "No babe." It's like,
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
good.
You can
It
relate
is
to
very
that.
good. It is very.
Do you know what I love? When he do role playing on the phone and he's trying to sell Mr. Butlicker. He's like, and he acts like it's real. Nah, the Office US after the first series, the first season.
No, because
were-
first
were
is a
all that.
bad impression.
And
of
they tried to make the first series like the UK Office.
Right.
Michael Scott's pretty unlikable, but after that he's very like he's likable. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
You like him, you root for him, kind of thing. But I do prefer. I think the English Office only 2 seasons of it, but I prefer it. But yeah, I think like with the stand-up thing, like
Yeah,
Jimmy
his
Carr does it
stand-up's
and
gone.
Ricky Gervais, it's always like, oh, you're not allowed to say this anymore. Oh, you can't. Let's pick on trans people. Let's pick on these people. And you think, come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, why don't
It's
punch?
not even,
why
I
not
don't mind
punch
what
up?
topic you make jokes about if you're funny.
I know. No, that's
But you
true.
know the whole
But
thing
It's
of-
just it's all punching down as well.
You
Man.
know
It's
that-
long. It is. It's just
Yeah.
punching down on
I seen
people.
the title
Yeah.
for Ricky Gervais on Netflix, and he said, "Ricky Gervais talks about cancel culture." And it's like, you did this last time, bro.
And also, the guy is nowhere near getting cancelled. He's
Yeah.
got the biggest. He's got like 30 million followers on Twitter or whatever it is. He's got every special he does or every stand-up he does is a special on Netflix. He's still got his Afterlife show that's on Netflix. He's
Yeah.
still got
Afterlife's
Office
amazing.
repeats
One of
getting
the- Yeah.
shown on the BBC or whatever. Like, you can't get further away from cancel culture than what Ricky Gervais is going through. Jimmy Carr, right? You can't turn on your telly. You can't move in our house for topic.
Can't move it like
Yeah,
that.
you can't turn on your telly without seeing someone like Jimmy Carr or Catherine Ryan or someone like that. And these are the people that like go on about cancel culture. You think you're not even close to cancel culture. It's nonsense. So yeah, I just think it's all a bit boring, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
he makes me cringe, man.
it's like
Gervais.
I don't like it when Chappelle starts going down this route. I think, come on, man.
Yeah,
Nah, Chappelle
I
ain't-
agree.
Chappelle's still the GOAT.
He is still the GOAT,
Yeah,
100%.
but he
the
don't
GOAT.
need to do
I
that.
know, but when he
He
starts
don't
going
need
down,
to do
the
it,
route, I
yeah.
think, bro.
No, I don't see nothing wrong with what Chappelle does.
Like,
It's equal opportunities. I like Chappelle.
I love Chappelle.
I do
He's my
as well.
favourite. I
Yeah.
was well jealous that you went to see him.
And you know what? I was so happy to be there because it was like no one had phones out.
Yeah.
There's about 100 people in the thing. I was like, it was so. I was in like the 5th row, but because it was so
That's
small, I was
decent,
basically
that,
at the
bro.
front.
That's decent. At
Yeah.
the
And
5th
then
row. and
Liam
Chappelle
Gallagher was
gig.
Noel Gallagher was sat behind me.
Good.
But because no one had cameras,
Yeah.
phones on him, it was like, is that him? Because you couldn't see people around him asking for pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it was sick, man. I love Dave.
Nah, Chappelle is, I think,
Have
he's
you
the
watched,
goat. I think
one
he's
of
the
the
goat.
best.
I've gone,
Yeah.
I've gone
100%.
wildly off Kevin Hart. I don't like him anymore. I don't find him funny or nothing.
He's gone more films.
You went to
now.
see him, didn't you?
Yeah, in Amsterdam, and even that couldn't make him funny.
Right.
Like
hell.
from his early days, he's not funny anymore. Laugh at My Pain and that was amazing. And then I don't know. It's like
I feel for Hoyland, man. He doesn't get any service, does
Yeah,
he?
he doesn't
He
get
doesn't, man. He just the crossing we've been doing this season is shocking.
But I bought tickets, to see Matt Rife.
I mean, what's
I
the
need
matter
to
with
sell
that?
him, you know.
Come on, man.
I need to sell him.
Why?
Because I watched his stand-up on Netflix and it was shit.
Really? That's a
And I
bad
bought
look,
them.
that.
I think I bought the tickets because of his crowd work. He's really funny, like, you know, working crowds and stuff.
Yeah.
But I watched his stand-up, which
Not good.
shit.
There's a few on Netflix I've watched that I've not been bought.
So if anyone wants to buy some Matt Rife tickets,
Where are you at with Chris Rock?
Chris
I'm
Rock?
still a massive fan.
Yeah.
I seen the thing he did on.
I went to
recently,
the
that
Tambourine
live one he
tour.
did.
Was it Tambourine? Another one he did on
His old
Tambourine.
stuff
I went
is-
on the tour for
His
that.
old stuff is
The
unbelievable.
one where it's like how men and women, like women cannot go back in lifestyle.
Yeah.
And that is one of my favourites.
Yeah.
Anthony!
Oh, I'll tell you what though. It's a shot
He was
on
on
target.
Yeah. We'll take anything. On target, great.
Webby was saying
so
he's putting
crap.
together something for the 93 and the 94 team. They're all doing like a reunion thing next year. It's going to be getting them all together. Looking forward to
That's
that.
one of my favourite
That's
teams,
what I was
that.
thinking of you because that's the same for me. Not the best team, but the most exciting, the most. Just every game was mint to watch.
Superheroes, all of
Yeah,
them.
man.
This has got a 0-0, 1-0 West Ham written all over it, innit?
It's just one of them games, innit? It's always like that when you go away to West Ham. It's a horrible.
What's the atmosphere like at West
I've only
Ham?
been. Do you know what? I've not been since it's been a new stadium. I
Have
went
you
to
not?
Upton
I
Park.
went to one.
Yeah.
We lost 3-0. It was shit.
Was that on the Jose?
Oh, I don't know.
You know where I didn't think the atmosphere was very good recently? Stamford Bridge.
Oh yeah.
Because people go on about it.
I've been to
but-
I've been to Stamford Bridge a couple of times.
But it wasn't. I don't ask why, but I ended up at the Chelsea City game, but sat in the Chelsea bit.
Well, that's
and
two teams are full of fans that
Yeah.
don't give a shit anyway.
yeah,
so
it was.
That's probably
It
why.
was bleak. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Hit that like button, please, people. Let us know in
What's
the
Paqueta
chat
doing here? What's his?
what you think of the
what's
game
his
so
idea?
far. Let us know about your favourite comedian. A few people saying Musician 47 says Frankie Boyle is immense. Matt
Frankie
Wick
Boyle.
says Harry Hill live is incredible. Apparently.
I want to go see Frankie Boyle live. That'd be a dream.
Who?
Frankie Boyle
You
is
blocked me on Twitter, you know, Frankie.
probably
Boyle.
my most. Frankie Boyle or
Could do a
Kevin
list
Bridges.
of like who's blocked J or who
Frankie
J's
Boyle or
blocked.
Kevin Bridges are my favourite UK.
Yeah, Kevin Bridges is decent. Now, do you know what he blocked me? He wrote an article about Fergie years ago. And all I said to him was like, I don't mind people slagging on Fergie if it's funny, but that's just shit. And he blocked me.
Oh right.
So obviously didn't take it too well. Hussey says Chappelle is the GOAT.
You don't get blocked for that now, I don't think.
Nah.
No.
Because he's probably getting called a twat left, right, and centre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Redman07 says Lee Evans, wish he'd come back.
I went to see Lee Evans, took my mum to see him many years ago, and we were right at the front. He sweats like a fucking...
Yeah, he does sweat,
Yes,
doesn't
he
he?
does, doesn't he?
YouTube says Bill Burr. Bill Burr is funny, you know.
Anthony.
Oh, what's?
Give it, Garnacho, Garnacho!
How the fuck has he missed that?
Bro.
Bruv, what is wrong with you, man? Fucking idiot.
Waste.
I can't believe I thought he was going to score then, you know.
Why is it... What kind of pathetic shot is that? It reminded me of Hoyland's against Liverpool the other day.
It's something going on with his team. Like, it's a great ball. He's well onside.
Why is he letting it come
tries
to his
to-
left foot and then shot with his right foot?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing
Just
now.
shoot
Trying to have a
across with
moment
your left
there.
foot.
Yeah.
He does that sometimes. Brain dead
No,
in
you
front
do
of
that
goal.
when we're 3-0 up, mate. Like,
I just think there's something like... He's not looked himself this season. I know he scored that absolute worldie against Everton, but
He's got to score that.
he's only got one... Is it one goal this season?
He's got to score that.
Like...
in the
Yeah.
Premier League. Or
Yeah.
Well, he scored,
think so.
he scored against Galatasaray, didn't he?
Oh, sorry. Is it 2 goals then, you know? And it's 1 goal in the Premier League. Yeah, he's got to do better there, Garnacho. But a good opening, the best chance of the game so far, Manchester United. Going down his right hand side now, and Wan-Bissaka.
I like how Monkey made that.
Oh, Anthony's just giving it away then.
Oh,
and
God.
now West Ham. Who was that, Evans?
Yeah.
Anthony's useless, man.
Anthony owes Evans box of flowers.
I can't believe you spent 160 million pounds on Anthony and Maguire, man.
Okay, flowers, thank you. Edward Potter, welcome to the Academy. Don't forget, go and check out the Academy in the membership section, get extra content, plus doing the 12 days of Paddock where you can win some prizes over the Christmas period. West Ham have a corner. Anthony, I want you to silence the critics, including us lot, but that wasn't good. Gave it away. West Ham countered, and if it wasn't for Johnny Evans, we'd be 1-0 down now, but we have got a corner to defend. Look how they stand on the keeper, man. It's mad, isn't it? Like, how reliant we are on Johnny Evans already.
It's mad.
I thought he'd be coming here just as almost like a coach.
Same.
Right. Again there, man.
Johnny, lad.
Yeah, do you know what? They do love Johnny Evans, don't they, on FIFA? Is it Seagull who loves Johnny Evans? They all love him, to be fair.
He's a footballer, that's
a
very good footballer.
Yeah. He's one of those ones as well. I think when he left United, his stock just went up. Do you remember like when City were linked with him when he was at West Brom?
Yeah.
Like, I remember being at the City press conference.
What is this touch there?
He hits it with his heel. Look, he's hitting it with the wrong side of it, part of his
He
foot.
hit it first time?
Like, he's hits it with like the back of his foot. It's weird. He's got no power on it.
He didn't need to do that, though.
I love Garnacho, and I've got to remember he's only 19, but he's got to do better.
He's made it so easy for the goalkeeper there.
Yeah.
Again, those, you know, I know we say this all the time, but it's one of those where last season I think he scores that. Something's just not right about these attackers. Should be 1-0 up. We can't make chances away from home like that and not convert them. Jesus Christ, Onana, what are you doing?
Who's gone down there?
Rasmus Højlund. Is he holding his hamstring now? Is he alright?
Go on, Anthony, played.
Oh.
Oh, played.
Go on, Garnacho's in again. Go on, Garnacho.
He's fucked it again, innit? He's fucked it again, man.
There's nothing there, man.
Anthony's twice put him through now. Anthony might be useless, but at least he's doing something. Garnacho just stinking.
It's a ball that, you know, from Anthony, to be fair.
He even goes narrow and then...
Oh, no.
Killing yourself, man. We should be 1-0 up here.
Yeah.
I nearly looped in, you know.
I know.
It wasn't that far.
I'd have took that. I don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care. Just want anyone but David Moyes.
I'm going to go get a drink at half time if that's alright.
Yeah, because it is. Ronnie's going to jump in anyway. Ronnie, you can just swap with Macca at half time, yeah? We don't need the other setup.
Twat it, Bruno! Oh, Garnacho, shoot. Oh, unlucky.
1-0.
Come here!
I thought he'd spilled that in then. Mainly with a shot from 25 yards straight to the keeper who spills it out for the corner.
Was it a corner?
I mean, he didn't really get hold of it then, Kobe Mainu, but still.
Yeah, Scott McTominay, you are not Zidane.
I hope he scores, right?
Who bossed up
But I've
Tuchel?
legit forgot somebody was playing.
I mean...
Like, honestly, I forgot. No,
So
please
I think
silence
so does
me.
Ten Hag.
Please shut up.
You know what happens?
I
Ten
want
Hag
you to
forgets
make me
he's
eat them
playing,
words.
so then he thinks he played well. Oh, Garnacho's fucked up so many things today.
Luke Shaw's
Again
joining
there,
now.
you know.
Oh, no, man. What's this? Do you know what the problem is, though?
Wasteful,
You've got
man.
players that are off form or not playing, but you've got to play them because there's no other options.
Yeah.
The only other options is other players who are.
Rashford
So you just got like a group of out of form people trying to make something happen, yeah.
You know, wasn't that long ago after the Newcastle game, everyone was calling for Rashford's head, and now it's like we've got to get Rashford back in there because we haven't got any other options.
Go on, Cobby. Ball.
Go on, Bruno. Got to make this pressure
Touch.
count, you know.
That's such a good touch.
That's what I mean. He's so good, Luke Shaw. He is genuinely ridiculously talented.
So good.
Yeah.
Like he's
It's
elite.
frustrating.
Like, you can't question his ability. Right, come on, Scott. I'll do. There you go. Help him out.
At least get a goal before January, man.
Oh.
No, Bruno. Play Bruno. Is that a foul? Ref was about to blow then.
That's a tackle.
Play Aaron.
Wan-Bissaka special. Get up, Bruno. We've got the ball. Get up.
No, but the ref was about to... It was really weird then, you know. Oh, shit, man.
Oh, is he... What's he done here?
You'll fall for a late handicap.
All right. To be fair,
But you know
he's
when
probably
Bruno
done us a
went down,
favour.
he kept going to whistle and he
Yeah.
looked like...
I think the West Ham players are annoyed because they felt they were on the counter-attack and the referee's blown for a free kick. Let's have a look at this here.
It's just a clash after.
I think he catches him there, yeah. Plays the ball, but then he catches Bruno on the follow-through. I don't think there's anything malicious in it.
That one isn't, but you know, remember the one on Rashford by Saka or something? Or Bruno by Saka? It was
Yeah.
like, we've had reds for that. And that
I
one
know. That Casemiro red card against Southampton still burns my head out. Because you see that every week.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? The same one, the one that he got against Will Hughes. You know, he grabbed him round the throat. You see that every week. That's better from Bruno. Go on, you'll make that. Shaw. Go on, Luke Shaw. Go on, my son. He's pulled him there, referee. Get him in the book. Yeah, yellow card there. Luke Shaw was away. He did really well there, Luke Shaw.
Yeah, really well.
He's on it today, Shaw. Come on, let's make this pressure count, man. Let's get a goal. Because you know we'll just start fading then and they'll come back in.
I'm fully with Ten Hag, yeah, but you know this like picking McTominay every week thing's doing my head in.
I know, I agree.
I'm losing it, man. What
it's
do
not
you see
working.
that we don't?
And
Because
listen,
he's fucking useless. It's like having 10 men every week, man.
go on, Adam Wan-Bissaka. Go on, skin him.
Look at him fucking dallying around in Hoyland space. Doing fuck all.
Hey up.
Oh, Hoyland's got to do better there,
hell,
man. Nah, Hoyland's got to do better there, I think. Was that Anthony again? Anthony's actually doing all right, man.
And he's making us eat our words, and I'm
Good.
glad. That's
yeah.
what we asked for.
I'd rather that, yeah.
Let's have a look at this here now. Anthony down the right hand side, plays it into the danger area.
Nah, it's a difficult one. I was a bit harsh on Hoyland there.
I don't think he could get there. Let's see what.
The
I'm
angle
looking at
don't
what
help that.
Garnacho does here. Can he do better?
The angle.
No, to be fair, I mean,
No.
he can't barely do anything with it. It's one of those where it's in a decent area, but you just need your strikers to be attacking it, and he's just not quite there. Almost half time. Been a bit, don't know, not much happening, but last 10 minutes have been better for Manchester United.
Yeah.
We've had two decent chances with Garnacho. He should have really scored at least one of them. Get involved in the chat and the comments. Let us know what you think. Hit that like button as well. And what have you made of this first half so far? I mean, it's almost
Kind
over.
of what I expected. I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking there'd be fireworks, but I do think obviously we'll find out the stats and everything, but I do think overall we've been better.
Yeah.
So that's how bad it is.
What
Someone tweeted Anthony's low-key cooking something, and so I replied salmonella. If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
Yeah, you have to.
And I'm on the verge of crying. You know, if I was one of them dickheads on, like, you know, them Arsenal fans that just
What a weird
say
way
whatever.
to crouch, by the way. So.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if McTominay starts another game,
Yeah, they always make them.
cancelling my season
Yeah, they always
ticket.
made them. Who's that guy that threw his season ticket away? Do you remember? Outside,
Yeah.
he threw it.
And they went, fucking hell.
Yeah, but it got it.
Pass me £3 grand.
Yeah, and then ordered another one. Like, just such
I lost
performative.
it. I lost it. Yeah.
And the other, who's that guy? Was it DT when he was asking Robbie, "Can I break something?" You see that?
Yeah.
Robbie, can I break something, please? No.
Yeah, if you're angry, you break something.
Yeah. Like,
Without thinking.
Can I ask permission to break something? Shut up, man. Honestly, just performative nonsense.
Nah.
If you lose your temper, you lose your temper. Right?
I don't ever get the
I was
point
about
of
to make a
breaking
very
stuff. though.
bad joke.
Good. I'm glad you didn't. I know what the joke was as well. That's the mad thing. I know exactly what you were going to say because I kind of thought it myself, and I'm glad you didn't.
Go on, Cobby, you got him.
Go on, Johnny Evans.
Go on, J.E.
Put him in the stands. There you go.
Yeah.
It's our ball. Go on, Evans. Tell him. Oh, and he's getting booked for that.
Fuck off, Baldy. Sorry,
Whoa.
Sorry, Jay.
Hey, come on. Not have baldism on this channel. It is a thing. Let's have a look at it. Is it from Johnny Evans?
Oh, Johnny Evans got the ball.
Yeah.
And he got booked for that.
He got booked for that. Nonsense. Evans looked quick there, someone said. He did, didn't he? Rolling back the years.
He looked kind of deep, yeah.
Hey. Johnny Evans is playing the best football of his career.
He got booked for winning the ball. It's a fucking shambles. These.
Bro, Diogo Dalot got sent off last week for winning a throw-in.
Bro, do you know what happened to me? I thought he'd already been booked.
No, we
So
were
in my head, I was
confused,
like,
no, Michael Oliver, who's a Newcastle fan, you know what you think about them lot.
meanwhile, Darwin Núñez can elbow Johnny Evans, slap the linesman's mum,
Yeah.
fucking tell him to fuck off, and
don't-
it's sound.
No, nothing. Honestly, it's a joke now.
And I hate being, you know, that guy that goes, oh, but look at them, and
No, I don't mind it, man.
'Cause you look mental.
I'll embrace it.
because you,
'Cause it's
but you
true.
do look mental, innit?
You do, but it's true.
Yeah.
United have been so stitched up since Erik took over. I don't care, Macca. I'm telling you now, we've had so many red cards we shouldn't have had.
Yeah.
Those Casemiro ones are not red cards. Marcus in Europe is not a red
No.
card. The low at Anfield, it's not a red card. It isn't. No one else gets red cards for that. Except
I understand. I don't condone it, but I understand why that guy ran on the pitch and boxed the ref. in
Yeah,
Turkey.
obviously. Wasn't he like the president of the club or something?
I understand.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah, but I understand. If you're a little bit crazy,
Yeah.
and for a few seasons now, you've seen refs do stupid things,
Yeah.
your craziness is going to be more
Yeah,
crazy.
They don't mess
Yeah.
about in Turkey with things like that, man.
I bet you'd got good refs
That's
next
a
season.
ball. Oh.
I bet you'd got good refs next
He's
season.
also a former politician, that guy.
He's
you
a
know.
former politician.
So he's
That's
a
half-time, 0-0.
chairman.
I'll say that, you know. We've been a
No.
better team. Not great, but
I bet you Turkey's got good refs next season.
I bet he's got no refs next season.
I bet you'd got good
Hey.
refs next season.
Who's going to be refereeing in Turkey getting assaulted by the president, who's former
Where's
prime
it-
minister or something?
Who's that one? Remember when the geezer with the gun ran on? Is it a president? Was it in Brazil or something?
I think
El
so.
Presidente with a gun ran on. Ready to shoot someone.
Mac is going to go to the shop and get a Pepsi Max Sherry's in. Go on, I'll have I think I've got a Pepsi Max. Oh, yeah. Oh, go on then. I'll have a white Americano, please.
Latte with oat milk.
Ronnie, you come and sit with us, son. Bring your...
Can I have hot chocolate, please?
Oh.
Look at... Oh, sleepyhead. Ronnie's going to join us for some half-time stats. We know the main stat, 0-0. That's the one that counts. Yes, please, my brother. Ange, what did you make of this half?
Hot chocolate, my brother.
I know I've just asked you this, but I'll ask you
yeah,
again for the newcomers that are joining us.
Was not expecting fireworks anyway. I think that we've had some good moments. We've been the better team, but it's just frustrating because you know the second half we don't know what we're going to get from United, and we'll be looking at those chances thinking we should have capitalised on them. And I just have this feeling, like I do most times when they come into the second half, they're half asleep for the first 10-15 minutes. West Ham will get a goal, so it's frustrating, but it's kind of what I expected that first half, to be honest. And I'm impressed with Anthony. I'm glad that he's...
Listen,
He's had some good moments.
players to make us eat our words. I say this all the
100%,
time. When I
100%.
criticise a player, I want him
Yeah,
to
did it?
prove me wrong. Yeah, of course you can.
Does it really smell that bad?
It smells fucking like shite.
Right.
Smells
Okay. Don't forget, we're in Dublin on the 28th. There's a link in the chat. Us lot and Wes Brown. Come and see us. Ronnie, you've finished dealing with your tinsel. You all right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
good man.
Good lad.
It's
Go-
distressing him, that
give
tinsel.
us some stats.
Stats are fairly underwhelming. as you probably would expect, United are dominating the majority of possession, 62%.
62%?
62%.
That's good, that.
Which is usually the ploy that West Ham play with. Anyway, David Moyes' teams do like to play on transition, counter-attack. I think they're trying to catch us on a break with Kudus as the outlet. And but I think Shaw's dealt with him really well in terms of total shots. It's been fairly even. We've had 6, they've had 5, but we've had 3 on target. I don't know if there's been any big saves, though, from either goalkeeper. The expected goals is like under 1 combined for both teams.
Is it under 1 for us?
Yeah, 0.6 and it's 0.2 for West Ham. So there's not been major chances created by either team.
I thought that Garnacho chance was a bit...
Nah, I thought it'd been more, but to be fair, I think the game's been quite flat for the most part. The crowd seems quite quiet. It's always weird when you say quite quiet, isn't it?
Well, it's like Klopp was complaining about, and it's Christmas. People are too busy for football, so they've not got time to be.
It's a funny one as well. The West Ham away. We've not got a great record there, like Mac was saying. I think we lost under Jose there. We have won some games as well, but it's a difficult ground to go to. West Ham doing okay this season.
And I think there's pressure on David Moyes. There's always pressure on David Moyes when he plays United.
I don't think they like him, do they?
No, but I think his position at West Ham, because his contract is up at the end of this season. Yeah. And it's been discussed a lot of like, oh, are you in negotiations? Are you talking about it? You're like, no, we don't need to talk about it yet. And so I think, and the fans do turn on him when they've had like 1 or 2 losses. There's a little group of West Ham fans that just turn on him immediately and want him out. So this game is pressure for him for a couple of reasons, really. But
especially after 5-1, they've got piped 5-1.
That's it.
And also they got beat off Fulham 5-0 a couple of weeks ago, didn't they? Yeah. So like they've had some
this
horrible
is a
results.
game that he really would like. Well, he needs to win. I would
and
say.
Also, if you look at that West Ham team, it's not a bad team.
Not at all.
There's some decent players there. Do you know what I mean? So it's not like you go, well, he's not got any resources, not got any players.
That's what
got a decent team.
That's what concerns me in the second half, right? You look at United's bench, and we always say it week in, week out, especially with the injuries. We're looking for game changers. Other than Rashford, who's not really in form, you've got like Amrabat. There's not really much firepower on the bench, whereas West Ham do have some players that can come on and offer something a little bit different. They've got like Ben Rama and Ings, Fornals, who's quite a creative little player as well, that can come on and change things, whereas us, if it starts to look like a bit of a struggle with 20 minutes to go, we haven't really got much to turn to on the bench. And I'm just worried about West Ham catching us with a bit of a sucker punch, because that's very much how they play. And then
it nearly happened, didn't it?
Kudus and Bowen.
It nearly happened if it wasn't for Johnny Evans with that last ditch clearance but block.
But Luke Shaw's been really, really good today. Really good. And I thought Anthony's been quite bright. He's come in field a lot more than he usually does as well. He's come quite central. And I think Johnny Evans has been pretty solid. Mainu has been steady as usual. Other than that, I think we need a little bit more out of Højlund. Garnacho needs to improve his the last bit of his game. He's still looking quite erratic, I think sometimes. I don't know how it's going to come with age. But other than that...
Garnacho?
I think Bruno's had some nice bits of play. McTominay, kind of non-existent, but that's how he plays. He plays on the fringes of the game, might pop up with a goal. And then
he's got to do more for me, McTominay, though. And I know I sound like I'm on his case.
That can't be the prerequisite to be playing and starting for Man United every week.
I've said my piece on McTominay.
I know you have. You've said it more than anyone, but I'm not having it, right? If you're a striker and you're not involved in the game much, but you get the odd goal that wins matches, fair enough, right? But if you're a midfielder and you're starting every game for Manchester United and you're in an advanced position for Manchester United, we're moving players around to accommodate him.
You're flipping captaining Man United.
You're captaining Manchester United. And he's not involved in the game at all. And it's not okay. And also, if he'd banged in 15 goals this season, I think fair enough, he can do what he wants. He scored in 3 games, 3 Premier League games he scored in. I know he's got 5 goals, but come on, man. Like, for me, it's not, and it's probably not even his fault. He's just not that player. No. And I think it's a little bit odd that this manager's gone, right, I've got in my opinion, one of the best attacking midfielders in the world in Bruno Fernandes, but I'm going to move him deep to put Scott McTominay in there because he's got some goals this season. It doesn't make sense to me. You may disagree, and I don't want to sound like I'm on his case. I mention it a lot. Discombobulates says ref bias equals Howard Webb trying to repair his rep. Edward Porter says my best comedy act is Foyle, Arms and Hog. Fergal McClement says, do United need a bit of credit silencing the crowd instead of making it the usual basketball style? It's more controlled, even though it's boring. I don't think it's been a bad performance from Manchester United.
No. I wouldn't say so. I think we've been steady. I think we've been the better team out of the two.
No, I agree.
But I just think we need to create more. Because a lot's been spoken about in terms of United and how open and poor we've been defensively in the past couple of months. we've showed it up in the past week or so.
Yeah.
But I think we've not really paid much attention to the fact that we aren't creating much in games. It feels like we lack a little bit of creativity and quality in the final third. And game in, game out, I think it's a bad combination of it where you're a little bit leaky defensively, where you can be open on the counter, but then going the other way, you aren't scoring goals. And I think that's the reason why Ten Hag keeps shoehorning McTominay into the team, because outside of him, rightly or wrongly, as poor as I think he is, and I think he's a bit of a detriment to the team, he has scored when no one else has. And I think Ten Hag's looked at that and think, oh, maybe need a bit of that, because outside of him, I don't think there's much goals. Because Højlund, Garnacho and Anthony, from what we've seen, there's not much goals in that front three.
No, there isn't. And our goal scoring record this season has been an abomination. Let's have it right. The last attacker to score in the Premier League at Old Trafford for United was Jadon Sancho, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, last May, was it? Like,
Yeah,
that is
Sancho.
disgusting.
Yeah.
That's Louis van Gaal levels of what is going on. And it's not all right, especially when, you've got players who are decent.
And props to Johnny Evans, because a stat just came up on the screen. Most passes, 37.
Yeah.
Accurate passes.
I want to ask you about the young lad, Willie Camboala. We've not mentioned him. I barely mentioned him in that half, and I think that's a good thing.
I thought he looked solid.
Yeah, I think if your centre-back isn't really, you're not
In the
noticing
game.
him.
You don't
Yeah.
want to be in the
It's
spotlight.
not the same as a
yeah.
midfielder where you go, why is he not involved, or an attacker. If a defender, he's not getting mentioned, usually it means he's going about his job quietly.
Yeah.
And I think he has. I think Johnny Evans
Yeah,
has been
so
a
far,
standout.
so good.
And I think he's been helped, Kamwala, because I think Wan-Bissaka and Shaw have been on it today.
Yeah.
But I think for a youngster coming into this team at a game like this, away at West Ham, it's a tough game. Don't forget West Ham, I think, can leapfrog us in the table if they win today. I think he's had a very solid first half.
And I guess being next to somebody like Johnny Evans in a game like this is a huge positive for a young kid like that. Because
bit of experience next to him.
Yeah, it's
No,
good,
go
man.
on.
he gives me the impression he's the type of person that will be the virtual arm around the shoulder.
Yeah.
He's a good person for him to be paired up with in this situation, I think.
Yeah, no,
So,
I completely agree. And I think that you couldn't put, I wouldn't put a youngster like Kamwala into the team if you've got like maybe even a Maguire or a Lindelof there, because I think that's a bit ropey.
Maguire's got enough going
Yeah,
on. He doesn't
they've
need
got
to be
enough, like,
supporting
yeah.
a kid, yeah.
You maybe get away with it with Varane, who's got a lot of experience, but Evans or Varane would be the only two.
I think he's a great, it's a great person.
Do you
for
know what I
him to have a
mean? You want
partnership with,
someone exactly. You want someone who's got the experience, isn't phased, who can just like look after you.
And he's going to pull him to the side probably after the game, and he'd give you good feedback.
Yeah, that's what
which
you need.
is what you need, yeah.
And Ank Nola 1 says membership upgrading perks is not available. We'll have to have a look at that. Don't forget to go and check out the membership section. We've got the 12 days of Paddock coming up. I think it kicks off on the Christmas Day, where you can get extra content, and on the 12 days of Paddock you get a prize. You can win a prize, and we usually give away a big prize at the end of that as well. We give away PlayStation 5s and big cash prizes as well in the past. Gary Greeley has gifted 5 Stretford Paddock memberships. Thanks a lot, Gary. Appreciate your support, bro. Really do. That is much appreciated. And without our members and our extra support, there wouldn't be a Stretford Paddock, man. It kept us going through dark times, and it's much appreciated. Also, don't forget, I know I keep banging on about this, but tickets are limited. They are going. We are in Dublin on the 28th. There's a link in the chat. We're going to be there. Me, Howson, McCullough, Joe, Wes Brown on stage in Dublin. We're meeting everyone there as well before and after. Come and get down there if you can, and we'll have a laugh. Tickets are going quickly though, and there's not many left, and there's also you're running out of time, so you can get down there. Come and join us. Any changes you make, Ronaldo Brown?
At this
talk to me.
At this moment in time, I wouldn't make any. But if I was to make any, I would, because we are controlling a lot of the possession, and struggling to like open them up for big chances. I would probably take McTominay off, put Ericsson on, and move Bruno further forward.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Adam
Thank
McCullough.
you.
Hey, dishing out the coffees. Yeah, a couple of people agree with
agree.
you, Scott. Scott. Sorry, I read Scott and said it like I'm 5, like I'm Ron Burgundy. I'm Ron Burgundy. Yeah. Zach says Scott needs to come off. Daniel Berry says Amrabat for McTominay. Agnola says J.O.'s trying to give more. I don't know. Agnola, I'll look into that, bro. I don't know what is going on there, but I appreciate your support as always. John White said, is Rashford not available? Yeah, he's on the bench.
Yeah.
He's on the bench. To be honest with you, excuse me, Rashford off the bench, if you'd have said this to me last season, I'd been like, brilliant. Like, that's an amazing option. But this season, he's looked like he's fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
Form-wise, obviously.
And a few cameos that we have seen from Rashford when he comes off the bench, he hasn't been that great.
He did
Not very
okay-ish
impactful, yeah.
against the Scousers. Like, there was a moment there where he got the ball and he whizzed it in. It was all right, but it wasn't anything where I go, brilliant.
Because
I'm not
more so in
saying
that game, but in the first couple, it seemed as when he come on like sometimes players do, where the cameo's a bit like they're having a hump, they're not starting.
I don't like that.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't like that. The only reason I like the way I want to see the hump from a player is when Wayne Rooney banging it in against Newcastle. Here's one for you, Ronnie. Philip Glover says Ronaldo Brown, the most underrated Paddock regular.
Oh,
Oh, that's cute. That.
Yeah, I think he's talking about
made
on the
my
fan
Christmas.
channel, not on the football team, because the less said about that, the better.
Oh yeah. Benchman. Benchman.
You're going to
that's
see
me.
more of Ronaldo on this channel, by the way. He's a regular now on the Monday, aren't you? On the Paddock podcast.
Yeah. But I'm a replacement though. So.
What? Well, yeah. When Macca's here, he'll be on it. But
Yeah.
when he's not, you step in. In fact, when Steve's on it, when Steve's here, he's on it.
That's what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
but
It's more
when he's not, you're like first reserve.
First reserve for Steve.
Yeah. Ronnie, we'll hear from Ronnie in
think-
the second half. I'll swap with you in a little while. We're going to get Macola back because I want to get Macola's take on that first half, because on this channel, when we think someone's playing well, we'll say when they're playing well. When they're playing shit, we'll say they're playing shit. Adam Macola,
He's left
Anthony.
his seat really warm, by the way.
Anthony.
Jesus.
I don't. I just ignore it.
yeah.
Anthony,
Yeah.
better than usual in that half. I don't saying it's great. I'm not getting carried
He's
away.
been our best
Better
player,
than
which says a
usual.
lot
Yeah.
about how good we've been today.
Okay.
He's created 2 clear-cut chances for Garnacho, though, which is wasted.
Yeah.
Play Garnacho on the right or something, man. Let's see
Do you
Rashford
know
in
what?
the team.
I don't understand this, right? Why don't we try that with Garnacho and Anthony? Why don't we have him running down the wing and whipping it in on a natural foot rather than this thing of him cutting in? Because they're not scoring. They're always trying to cut in and they're not scoring any goals and they're not giving any service. So I don't understand why we don't just say, just swap over and try and whip a ball in for Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah.
Can
Why
you be
can't we do
allergic
that?
to tinsel?
You can be allergic to anything, bro. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah,
can.
you
Like,
could.
literally.
I know someone who is allergic to aluminium, so like tin foil and stuff.
Aluminum, as they say in the
Aluminum.
States.
Adam McCullough did the best or the worst dad joke ever when we went for something sweet. Me, him and Joe Smith. And the waiter said, any allergies? And Michael went, he's allergic to paying the bill.
Yeah, that's bad, that, isn't it? That's bad, that, isn't it? That's bad, that,
It was
isn't
so bad, I was really proud of him.
Yeah.
It was a proper dad joke, that. It was so bad.
That's good, that.
Me and Joe were like, sorry about that.
Yeah, she just rolled her eyes.
So we went, we're sorry about
Yeah,
it.
I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Roy.
Yeah,
someone else is serving your table.
Yeah.
I've got to go.
yeah. It's I'm actually it's my break now. So
Yeah,
someone else,
one of them
yeah.
ones. Las Amar says, Anthony on the left would be more effective. I agree. Try something different.
On the
This-
bench.
At this point,
On the bench, did he say? How's the bacon, did you say?
How's the bacon? Oh, do you know what? I feel sorry for Steve Bruce. He just
Steve
became
Bruce.
a meme, didn't he?
Nah, he's not a meme.
And you lot
You've
mistreated him. Rafa
You're
Benitez
twat.
gets you 13th and you love him. Brucey does it and you give him stick.
Yeah, twat.
You don't know you're
If
born.
it wasn't for Brucey, you wouldn't have these new owners.
Yeah. If it wasn't for Brucey, you wouldn't even be here. Can we have a bit of volume, please? Thank
Bit
you.
of volume for the lads. Go on, Aaron. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is the most erratic right-angled player ever, but he has like some techers about him, doesn't he? Sometimes.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka has trademarked that tackle. That tackle with the outside of his right foot or his left. I think it's usually his right. Is it usually his right? I don't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's unreal. That one against
His
Wilfred
right foot.
Zaha at Palace away was unbelievable.
I want to see Rashford back in the team, man.
I do, but I don't, because I worry.
He's
like
the only one that creates.
I
chances
worry,
for
like,
Ireland.
it's been hard for me watching Rashford this season because my favourite player, and he's been woeful of big chunks of it, and I don't like seeing that. I don't know what's going on with him. There's something not right. He's 26 years old. He should be flying. He's just had a 30-goal season. What is going on? Why is he not playing well? Like, I don't get it. Marcus Rashford's playing at the best of his ability. Alejandro Garnacho doesn't get near this team. He just doesn't.
No, of course
like,
not.
He's not. You're not dropping Marcus Rashford for him. No disrespect, but he's Garnacho started nearly every game in the last 2 months. What's going on? The last month, I should say.
It's scary how
Sorry.
someone can drop off.
So he said
Fucking
that.
depressing.
No. He had to say that.
It's genuinely depressing to me.
It's one of those, right? McTominay, it's not rocket science. If he scores, fair enough. But if he doesn't, he offers you nothing.
Even when he scores,
if he offers you nothing.
his use, like, because surely we just had a fully functioning midfield would score more goals.
Yeah.
Like, it's just depressing, man. It is that.
The thing is, right, Macca, yeah. Erik Ten Hag, what do you think it is? Because he must see what we see.
I don't know whether he thinks we need some goals from there.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he thinks Amrabat hasn't been good enough, so therefore I can't start him. I don't know what it is.
Because you can't, like, watch
McTominay got his nudes.
Hey, up, West Ham here.
Paqueta, that was a great block
Yeah,
by
that was well
Cobby,
done,
was it? I think it was, yeah.
Oh, come on, man. Anthony at the sort of left-back position.
It's a good
Cobby
pass by
here.
him,
He's done
Cobby
well there.
using the wet strength.
So
Wow.
good. Cobby Mainu is so good, by the way. Makes it look effortless.
Yeah.
Anthony into McTominay. McTominay out to Garnacho. Garnacho to Shaw. Oh, Bruno got
It was
under
a
that
shit
one.
cross, really, but it wasn't Shaw's fault, though, because the pass was...
I think it was slightly overhit. Yeah, you're
So
right.
he was going to run out. So he kind of had to just do anything to keep it in. Really, you want that pass, so he's got a bit more time and he can just pick it. Also, when you hang them up, it's hard to get...
Yeah, you got a
power
bit
on
of
it.
purchase on it, as they say.
You can't get that fucking... Have it.
Do you know what I miss? Do you remember Fergie used to always do that when we had a cross?
I miss Fergie.
When we had a
Oh,
cross,
when he
and Fergie
backheaded
would do the
it,
header.
yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I've started... I do that, though. You know when you're watching the game...
yeah,
and
you go like that.
You go
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. User123 says, I think we need Amrabat out. Our defence is not stable. Oh, I think you mean out on the pitch to take it.
You could even let Cobby move further forward then as well, which he can do. He can be an 8 or a 6. He's really good, man.
He is, isn't he? He starts for me every game. I don't care. I know he's 18, but so was
Sounds proper mank as well, doesn't he?
Copy, mate. Oh, well, he saw it. Yeah. He's from Stockport, I think. It's
I
from
was watching the
like
video we
Yeah.
did for the youth. Was it the youth cup?
SK, part of the SK lot.
Is he one of Steve's lot?
Nah, he's one of
Steve lives
Well-
in SK, doesn't he?
Nah, he's from Droylsden. You know, he lives elsewhere now.
Where does Steve
He
live?
don't like,
Reveal
no, he
it.
don't like us saying. He
Where
don't
does
like us
Steve
saying. He don't like us saying. Thinks he's gonna get found.
Yeah.
Marvin. But Joe lives in SK.
Oh yeah, Steve, who advertises where he's going to be every Saturday at 3
I know,
o'clock.
yeah.
He's worried people might know where he is.
But he's from Droylsden, and he stay. But he don't live there anymore. But Joe Smith has moved to Stockport.
Steve, who
Joe Smith moved to
argues with
Stockport,
everybody
like,
on the internet.
down the road from Joe McGrath.
That's who lives in Stockport, Joe.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
Are you going to move there, Ethan? No, he's not there, is he? What? Nah. Sloppy Joe's all living in Stockport. Fuck that, says Ethan.
Stocky Joe's more.
Nice.
Okay, yeah. Slappy twats. Had a lot of fun with them boys in New York City.
Yeah, it was a good laugh, wasn't it?
Supposed to be going back in January, you know. But old Tom Garrett on the old pitch side is doing me over at the minute.
Mate, you get about you. Telling
We
you what.
we bid for this thing at an
Right,
auction.
but Bruno's going to get booked there. Well, he's getting booked anyway. But he's got to be careful here, because if he goes the way of Michael Oliver, he'll book him twice.
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a look at this here.
It's not a yellow though, is it?
No, is it fuck?
He shouldn't have gone down. Kudus can stay up there. It's clever.
Bruno's got to be careful, man.
He gets a lot of bookings for that.
I know.
Yeah.
And he's only literally just come back from
But then he
suspension.
didn't play at Liverpool. But you know, if Bruno was available for Liverpool,
Yeah.
we see
We see
McTominay,
Scott McTominay,
and we see
Bruno, and
this
Mainu,
midfield.
and it doesn't work. You need
and we get battered.
someone in there along. I know Mainu's mint, but you can't have. I've been saying it to Bruno Face. You can't have McTominay and Bruno in the same team. It don't work.
No.
You can't have McTominay in the team. Full stop.
Okay, I kind of agree. Well, I do agree. I wouldn't start him personally.
Should we start for Burnley or something like that? That's who we should be starting for.
Mate, I'd love a smash and grab. It's not even a smash and grab. I just love a 1-0.
I'd love a win here.
I
Yeah.
just I want a 1-0.
Yeah.
Don't care how we
West
get
Ham away is a difficult.
Marcus warming up.
He's big, he's bad, he's Wesley Brown, hardest man in all the town,
with orange everywhere. Oh God, Anthony's falling over here. We're in a bit of trouble.
Tell me when he does something useful. All that boxing on tonight should be good.
He was fighting tonight.
AJ, Wallin, Wilder, Parker,
Dubois fighting.
fighting,
You
Gerald
didn't see
Miller,
boxing.
Yeah, I do like boxing.
Ergovic
Yeah.
is fighting. Loads of good fights. It's like basically all the heavyweights and cruiserweights and all that's all going down. Come on, AJ.
You like AJ, you don't know?
Yeah, I just like him as I think he's a good.
Is he a
guy.
good lad? You
Yeah.
met him in that, innit?
Out of everyone that I've met with and worked with, Anthony Joshua and Juan Mata are the nicest people.
Really?
Yeah, the nicest.
Matt seems like an obvious
Like,
one.
remember
Yeah.
your name, remember your face, always polite.
You know,
Polite to everyone in the room, not
I like
just the
that.
people on the
That's-
camera.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, he's a friend of mine was doing like a white collar like boxing night and was in his boxing gym and saw AJ there and said, "Oh, would you do like a quick plug for us for our social media?" Like, did it? No problem.
Yeah, he's good,
like,
like,
yeah,
That's good. That's good. 'Cause a
He's
lot
a
of
good
people
boy,
will be
like.
like, and that level will be like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
And when I see him get stick, I'm like,
But it's that whole
That's so
thing. It's that whole
uncalled for,
thing.
man.
Like everyone loved him, right? And then when he lost, everyone turns on him. Like,
What's your opinion on the Usyk thing though? Like the
he
taking the mic
He lost his head
and
there, though,
yeah,
didn't
but
he did.
if you got beat up by Usyk, you'd be saying wild stuff
He
too.
needed that.
Yeah,
He
I
needed
know.
someone. I know it's
He
difficult.
was
'cause he's-
punch drunk.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was. He didn't know what he was doing.
There's nothing wrong.
He
with
lost
that.
his
But
head.
should someone have stepped in that situation?
100%.
Yeah, but you see boxers, yeah. I know I've got good friends that are professional boxers. They don't grow up in a bubble like footballers.
No.
They're in gyms with normal people.
Yep.
They have to graft their bollocks off. I don't think this applies to AJ, but when they coming through, they have to sell their own tickets. They have to.
It's
so they have
hard.
to be personable. They
Yeah.
have to be nice to people. Otherwise, they're not going to come to their fights. And if you're not selling tickets as a boxer, you're not very useful
No.
to anyone. So, yeah, I think boxers are more down to earth than footballers because they
And-
have to be.
And with boxers, I feel like you say, personality. It's weird that in a sport, like your personality has to be
Yeah,
key.
yeah.
You have to be able to. You've got to have like 3 or 4 faces almost.
Yeah.
Thing is, as well, right? Tyson Fury said some worse things than Anthony Joshua's ever said.
Oh God, yeah.
Like much worse.
But
Tyson Fury's got his,
Tyson
home with the
Fury-
Furies, and he's like,
Tyson Fury has all the lad cult.
yeah, like that's what I mean. Like there seems to be more hatred towards
I'll
Joshua.
be honest, like
And Joshua's
I
never said
can't
anything
stand
as
him.
egregious as Tyson Fury.
yeah,
And like,
because he said some foul stuff.
like he
like
said some
foul.
things that you're like, rah, bro, you can't.
And you
say
can't
that."
just be like, oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, and it's
It's like no.
That's a good tackle, Scott. Didn't keep the ball, but it was a good tackle.
Yeah.
Maybe Tyson Fury is somebody that I don't particularly like, but I would maybe still get a
I
picture
think
with.
Tyson Fury's
I've
all
interviewed
right.
him. But
I
I
like
interviewed
both
him
of
years
them.
ago.
I think he's just become a bit of a parody.
Yeah,
of
I
himself.
interviewed him like 11 years ago.
And you know when
he
it's
wasn't the Tyson Fury he is now.
the constant-
Oh, they're in here. West Ham are in here.
Our ball if that goes out.
He kicked us out of the press conference, Fury.
He kicked you out.
The Talksport, yeah.
Yeah, why?
Because of some things that he thought was said
I
on
think
the
I think
radio
it's
that he
about
wasn't
this.
happy with.
Right, okay.
So, yeah, they
There's
got
always a bit
kicked
of needle
out.
with Talksport and boxers, isn't there? Was it Conor Benn had a kick off with one of the
Yeah.
presenters, didn't
Yeah, it's Simon Jordan versus every boxer, basically.
Yeah, Simon Jordan
And Eddie
basically
Hearn.
attention seeker. Cravat wearing tosser.
he? Not wrong with wearing a cravat though.
Hmm.
No, I like a nice cravat now and again.
Yeah. Yeah, you rock a cravat normally, don't you, mate?
I've
Christmas
wore it-
Day
wore it
attire
once
that
for
for
my mate's
you.
wedding.
Is that not Christmas Day attire?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
standard.
Jay's ass.
Yeah,
Silver
We'll see it when
cervix.
booted.
yeah. Oh mate, I'm looking forward to Christmas actually. Keep forgetting it's on.
You would.
Oh, what a save!
It was a foul though, that wasn't it?
Jared Bowen with a bullet header. To be fair, it is above
Was he not
Onana's
fouling
head,
whoever
but it's a
was
good save still.
defending against him, look. Anthony, that's a foul, ain't it? He's dragged him like all the way.
I don't know, Maka.
Too weak from Anthony.
I just think, Anthony's not really standing up. Jared Bowen's not got his shirt or anything.
If that's a
He's
centre back,
just shoving him.
Let's say that's Johnny Evans though. I think you look at that differently. Maybe Johnny Evans doesn't get dragged like that,
Yeah,
but I think you look at that differently and you go, "That's a foul."
I agree.
Because your assumption
I
is
agree.
Johnny Evans not weak.
Yeah, I agree. You're right. But
I
I
kind
look
of
at that.
assume Anthony's giving it away.
I'm looking at that and I just go, like, Anthony looks like he's all
because
over
at
the
one
gaff.
point he had his hand.
Right, if he's done that,
See, look. Or is Anthony holding on to
I
him?
just think Jared Bowen, if you look at his body stance and his feet, he's just sort of planted himself.
Yeah.
Stood strong and just gone,
Yeah.
have that.
Anthony's
and Anthony's all over the gaff.
Oh, but,
and
is-
Hoyland.
So who's that? Who's the two coming on? Rashford and who?
Hoyland off.
So Rashford's on for Hoyland. Has Anthony gone off? No.
Why take Hoyland
No.
off, man?
No, Anthony hasn't gone off.
No.
Hoyland's gone off for Rashford.
Bruv,
Maya, let's have a quick toilet break.
Ronnie?
He's not here.
Yeah, go on. Obviously, you don't have to ask
Can't hold
permission.
it,
I know you
please.
don't know. I don't have
Right,
no.
I'll
Right, can we switch to my single? Oh, it don't matter. Right.
what is going on, man, with this manager, bruv? I think he's gone mental, you know. I think Manchester United have made him insane.
They do that though. Manchester United, it's like the England job. You get
Look at
managers.
Scott McTominay and he says
You go.
Zinedine Zidane.
Yeah. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, man. What are we doing here?
That's our ball, that.
We have lost the plot here severely. I don't know what went on there.
You see, Willie then giving it.
Yeah. We just seem to have been a little bit rattled in the last 5 minutes here now. We're giving away the ball cheated. We've got a throw in here now and deep in our half.
Oh, Cobby's so good. Isn't
Yeah, Ronnie, join us if you want, bro.
Why killed Ange?
Right, sit down.
he? You dropped one in there, and Andrew just walked in.
Right.
Jesus,
Oh my
Jesus Christ.
Someone's been on the brandy, the Christmas brandy.
Jesus.
So what have you done, Ronnie?
Just use the toilet.
Right, okay.
And what did you say when you come in here? You say it. I mean, you shouted it at me and Jay while we were on air.
And Ange might be suffering right now. That's all I'm saying.
Dear.
Did you tell her I wouldn't go in there for about 35, 45
Is it
minutes?
111?
Yeah, I did tell her that, but the other toilet the lights aren't working, so she has no choice.
Who was the second sub?
There wasn't one. Anthony was just near
Have I
the
missed anything?
touchline. He didn't come off. It
I
looked
got
like
excited.
it looked like he was coming off, but he wasn't.
Have I missed anything? Chances?
Rashford's come on for Hoyland. That's it.
Chances?
Only West Ham. West Ham have had a chance. A Jared Bowen header from a corner.
Okay.
Good save by Onana. A good save, but one I'd
Comfortable.
probably file under. I expect him to save,
Okay.
if I'm being honest.
I think the manager's gone mad, lads.
He's
I don't
all in.
think we're
Was it
ever gonna
tactical?
see the football that we want to see, because I don't think he's that guy anymore.
Do you not?
And I
You
think
lost
he's
faith?
falling in love with McTominay, and he's dragging us.
Was it a
down.
tactical one or was he injured?
No, it's tactical.
Alright.
Go on, Ange. You can swap back in now.
He survived.
Yeah, survive. Do you want your do-rag or?
There's a sitcom with them two. I'm telling you now.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's one with
There's a
Ronnie-
sitcom with
on
Ronnie
its
with
own.
anyone in there.
It goes the
I
way
feel
of
like
Joey,
it's
but
a
Yeah.
podcast maybe.
Go on.
played Aaron, won the ball there nicely. The day this guy beats a fullback will be a fucking miracle. Oh shit. That's a foul. It's a foul. It was a foul. He literally got fouled. Big Willie's loving it today, isn't he?
Done really well.
He looks in his element.
Yeah.
You don't look out of place. Which can be said about a lot of our players. Garnacho!
Garnacho's having one.
Fuck off, man. Come on, lad. You're better than that.
He is a lot better than that.
And the manager's watched this all day and he's brought Hoyland off. Who's injured there? Alvarez. Edson. Oh, don't say that.
What?
He said, I hope it's not VAR.
No. No, there's nothing in that. You can hear the West Ham. You
United
can hear the
fans.
United fans, I should have said.
Yeah.
It's been one of those games, man. This second half hasn't really been going the way. First half, United were a better team. We had more chances, more possession. Second half, West Ham have looked a bit more on it.
But this is again a situation like it always is with United that in the second half he's thinking about those chances in the first half that they didn't capitalise on, and it's just the same Groundhog Day with it.
Possession,
63.
63% West Ham is that? Or
No, United 63,
63%,
37 West Ham.
Still having a lot on the ball there. Just need to see more when we've got it.
And this is the whole thing. It's like, yeah, we can have the ball, but then the service isn't there, so it's not
Yeah.
getting converted.
West Ham with a throw just on the where sort of in line with the edge of our box.
Oh, that is a long throw, that.
Right, Garnacho, 1-on-1. Run at him,
Right,
lad.
one.
Run at him. There's just never ever a cross at the end of it, though, is there?
No.
Yo,
Right.
we're super close to 730k subscribe.
Yeah, man. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get
Yeah.
to 730k at the end of this stream, or before the end of it.
End of this minute. Mate.
Yeah, man. That's a
Subscribe
spirit.
now. Save me from my depression.
Come on, Macca. We can do this.
It's supposed to be Christmas, man.
He's
Yeah.
got a lot going on though. He's got his allergic reaction to deal
It's got
with.
his- imagine being allergic to tinsel at Christmas.
I know. It's sad,
That's
man.
horrible, that. I
It's
feel for
mentally-
him. I know, I feel for you, bro. Do you know what I mean?
There's a cartoon in that, like a Christmas tree that's allergic to tinsel.
That's a kid's storybook, that, isn't it?
there's one there, yeah.
That's
I might
like,
write that.
like a David Williams
You wanna
or
do
Tom
the-
Fletcher or
You want to do the
something.
illustrations, Jay?
Yeah, why not, man? I can draw on that.
Can you?
Not really.
We'll test it on Ronaldo. You can read it first.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see. Get the market research from the 5-year-olds.
Get that audience boxed off.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Johnny Evans is so good, isn't he?
He is. Come on, Luke.
Most passes in the first half.
Johnny Evans.
I think it was.
J-E-R.
I don't know if it was. I think for United.
To see United, take me home, United Road. Take me home, United
That's a
Road.
ball, that, you know.
Mm.
To the place. That was Willie, innit?
Yeah, man.
Groundskeeper Willie. Score, mate.
Get in his way there, move.
Oh, it's a shame that Shaw's touch nearly killed him.
Oh, he's lost it.
Played Cobby again. That looked like a good cross then.
Oh.
What are you doing,
Give
man?
it! Jesus Christ, man.
Today's not his day.
Oh, he's killing the game. Come on, bro. You got to give it there straight away. He's trying to keep hold of it for too long.
Should have went to Luke Shaw, yeah.
Yeah, back in here.
Go on, Alejandro.
Yeah, he's having
Goal
one
kick.
Garnacho, really.
Yeah,
He's
it's
having
time
one.
now,
It's sad,
yeah.
he's only a kid. 19, it's not his fault, but he's just not on it at all today.
Yeah.
Like there, that was a simple thing where you just give it back and he just kept hold of it for too
And
long.
if you're
He's
not
too
getting the
greedy.
really basic, simple things right in this game, then it's just time.
Yeah.
Like, get him off. Like,
It must be...
why you wouldn't have left Highlander, I don't understand. When he's the one that needs the Premier League goal.
I don't know. Maybe he's just looking at it going, look, the kid's not scored in 19 games, whatever it is, in the Premier League. Also, he is going to play on Boxing Day. We all know that.
True.
I don't know if that comes into your thinking. Maybe he's just like, look, let's try something different. I don't know. I wouldn't have done it. I'm not
Yeah.
defending it. I'm just saying maybe he's just thinking like... And I always think with Hoyland as well, there's always a little bit of a question mark. Is he 100% fit? Like, he's had these issues, hasn't he? I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a bit... It must be frustrating for him coming on off 60 minutes when you've still not got a Premier League goal.
Yeah.
It's another game in the Premier League without a goal in it. I feel for him because I think the service is shocking.
That's it. And I think you just can't be mad at it because it's not like he's had all these chances and all this service and he just keeps fucking it up.
No.
Like, however many chances every single game. Like, he's lucky to get a good handful of chances.
The thing is, right, if you're a striker, like the worst type of wingers you want to be playing alongside are wingers that constantly want to shoot when you've got the ball.
We're going backwards.
You're going backwards and a dead mad greeder.
Yeah.
And like, listen, I love Garnacho, but
He is greedy.
He is greeder.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Anthony, you know, has had a bit of a stinker on it since he's certainly this season.
Yes.
So it's just incredibly frustrating. And the one provider you've got, the one player who can create chances, who can give you through balls, is Bruno. You've dropped deep.
That's it.
And now you point out in the first half, you've got McTominay in your space as well. And it's just like, it's a comedy of errors.
Yeah.
It is. It's like the worst case scenario for any striker. And the kid's 20 years old and he's dealing with it.
Oh, fuck's sake, Bruno.
Bruno, as soon as he shifted that onto his left foot, you knew what was going to happen. Bruno with a shot from 25 yards out, it's the less said about it, the better. Oh, Hoyland had a knock, says Moody Mank, 63.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Moody Monk.
Yeah.
Nice.
Look at his picture.
Mate.
One of the bubbles at West Ham.
What is it with them? I know it's like we're from blowing bubbles, but that is so stupid.
It is weird.
The
isn't it?
bubbles.
It's a bit much.
Like, It's like the whole Academy of Football thing. It's like,
Sucking
bore off, man.
Michael Jackson's monkey.
Like, just give it a rest, man. Come on.
Also, like, isn't it from like
He's
Wizard of
bought
Oz
that
or
there,
something like
Picard. What?
Blowing bubbles?
Is it?
It's from like an old musical.
Oh, right, okay.
What's the musical?
I'm forever blowing bubbles. I don't know. I don't think it's Wizard of Oz, but it might be. Pigeons out on the pitch.
Pigeons?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope my mum's not watching.
Oh, yeah, she's got a pigeon phobia.
Pigeon phobia, birds and feathers.
I hate pigeons as well.
They are.
No, she was on telly about it in a documentary.
really?
Yeah, the whole family was on telly.
I'm proper. Well, I'm not that bad, but I am scared of
Yeah,
pigeons.
birds and feathers.
Oh, any bird with feathers.
Yeah, like.
Isn't that all of them?
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say. I can't think of one
Yeah,
that
I
doesn't
can't
have,
think of one, yeah.
feathers.
Yeah.
Say again, it's mine.
AV the Don says, did you all read the special report by Laurie? Are you going to cover that in a video? We're going to get him on.
Also, I think
2 weeks he's coming on the channel to
take
talk
away
about
from
that.
the article because it's a great article which summarises the situation well. But I think a lot of it is known and has been told over the last 10
But
years.
you know what I like?
But it's been all put together.
Yeah, I like
quite
that
well.
fact because it's so like difficult in it just to put everything together in your own head.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
But when you see it all there, you go, right, that led to that.
Yeah.
That's why that happened. And it is depressing. I think I tweeted at the same time. I was like,
It's like as well when you go back to like Fergie's days and people go, oh, the Glazers were clashed during Fergie's day. And you go, well, actually,
that's the most stupid
No.
thing I've ever heard in my
we
life.
sold Ronaldo and got Michael Owen and Obertan and Valencia.
So
Where
to
did that
let-
80 million go?
The best front three, arguably, the Premier League's ever seen in Tevez, Rooney and Ronnie, and you let two of them go in the same summer and replace them with Michael Owen and Obertan.
But this is
Valencia,
the
it's just
thing, like a
nonsense.
lot of people from the outside looking in, they make those really ignorant comments of saying, well, you know, United have always had money to spend in the summers and they've signed some great names and blah, blah. So how bad are the Glazers really? It's just so ignorant. It really pisses me off because that's not even like a touch of like, it's the tip of the iceberg.
Go on. Oh, but there's no one there. You see, why doesn't that happen when Hoyland's on the pitch? We don't do none of that for Hoyland, you know.
Good bit of play there. Luke Shaw getting down.
That
the
was
left-hand
good play.
side,
Bruno
whips in
again,
there.
pulling strings.
Garnacho was at the back post,
Come on,
but
Johnny
someone needed to be in the middle. Zuma clears it for a corner. Corner now. Go on, Kambala. Go on, Willie. Get your head on this, son. Be the hero.
Imagine that. Big Willie, 1-0.
Hey, I look forward to everyone changing his Wikipedia page for him. That is genuinely the worst corner I've ever seen in my life.
Play Johnny.
Somehow we've got the ball back. It's Johnny Evans' world. We're just living in it. It's completely unnecessary, that little bit of a trick there from Ronaldo, wasn't it?
You know what's annoying?
Go on.
This game's been easier. We should be winning this game.
We should be winning this game.
It's been easy tonight for like West Ham haven't been.
Do you know what annoys me though?
West Ham?
Like, you watch almost any team in the Premier League now, you watch their front three, and they just look more effective. They look more on it than ours.
It's because they got a useful midfield.
Like, even players like Elanga, who was
I don't
had
ever see
25
Arsenal
games
going,
for
I know.
United, like, and fell off a cliff. Watch him at Forest. You think,
Oh,
wow,
my
he's
God.
a player, him.
I know.
You don't see Arsenal go, I know, let's stick Erdegaard in the number 6 position.
No, you
and
don't.
Some useless twat in his position.
No.
Fucking hell, man. Oh, I know, let's stick De Bruyne at centre-back and fucking Scott Carson in the number 10 position. Only at United do we do self-harm like that.
I know, man. It's ridiculous. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
I'm dying, I know. Just stab yourself again.
Come on. What have we got? Who have we got on the bench? Have we even got any options here or what, lad?
You'll bring McTominay on somehow. He's gone mental, you know. You remember Jose went mental?
Jose went mental.
And started giving
bro.
vases out and stuff, and you're like, what is going on
Remember
here,
when
man?
Jose decided, I'm going to sabotage the team to prove a point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Ten Hag's in that.
Like, I don't care what anyone says. Jose deliberately did things to make us lose football matches to prove a point. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, no, he did.
Stamford Bridge away when he took Martial off.
After he scored 2.
Yeah. Like, it was like, I need to stop this.
Yeah.
Like,
This is
genuinely.
madness. We will
Or
stop it.
West Ham away when he left McTominay in and took Lindelof out of defence. Like, that was insane.
Yeah.
Like, there's no explanation for that whatsoever. They're in here, and it's a goal.
So,
Bowen scored. 1-0 to West Ham.
There you go, innit?
That's what you've got. That's what happens when you've got an attacker who can score goals and who's on form. It's like 11 Premier League goals this season or something for
Oh,
him.
the bubbles are back.
Sorry to say again, it's Miser.
It's Miser.
These fucking bubble blowing pricks. These lot have been shit as well.
Yep.
They've been shit. We've been shitter. And we deserve it. Start McTominay, get McTominay. This is what you get. That's what you deserve. Fucking useless, mate. You need to fix up, man. Don't know what you see in this useless clown. I don't actually see him trying to change anything, do something different, change, like, every week. Play Casper the friendly ghost in midfield.
Oh no, it's not good enough, man. It's just
Embarrassing,
not.
man.
And the managers just can't keep sticking with him. Oh,
Keeper's got to do better there as well.
Had that on Anna, man.
Keeper's got to do better there. It's soft. You're
There,
scared
send your hand.
Scared of getting hurt, man. Scared of getting hurt. Clatter him. Pathetic.
That sign is about as good as our performance.
If your kid was making a sign to take, you'd at least make sure it was a good one, wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
I hate them signs anyway.
Would you let your kids take a sign?
What?
Would you let your kids take a sign to United?
No, chance. I'm not sitting at the front.
But if your kid kept going on and doing it, you'd just go, oh.
No, you wouldn't. So you're not going then. It's the end of that. Depends who's the sign for.
Yeah.
Bruno's give it away there.
I'd take a sign saying, McTominay, don't give me your shirt. Fuck off.
West Ham got
Why
their
don't you
tails
get
up now.
them? Maybe get a plane with a message or something with the McTominay if you want to be effective.
A banner. Do you remember that
Yeah.
with the Moyes thing? I hate playing banners, man.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
It is bad.
It just reminds me of Burnley. All lives matter.
Oh, God, remember that?
Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Shut up. Like,
Oh dear.
get involved in the chat and let us know what you think. I mean, I'm looking at that bench and I'm underwhelmed. I ain't gonna lie
Yeah. Probably put fucking Van der Beek on us.
to you. I've done it, yeah.
Yeah. Have your last game, lad.
Why not?
before
He
you go.
scored the last.
Is
He scored the last goal of Ollie's career.
Is it
at United.
Frankfurt he's going to?
I think so. Yeah. He's done in it. He's going on the 1st of Jan, I think.
I've got a mate who's a Frankfurt fan. I have to
Really?
say best of luck with that
Oh,
one.
God. To be fair, like when he went on loan to Everton, I think he did all right for a bit, but then he got injured. He's just like he's had bad luck, to be fair. 'Cause
He has.
He got injured last season as well, didn't he? When he was starting to get a few games under Erik Ten Hag.
Yeah.
But when he has played, he's just not really done anything.
No.
Also, he's got a weird little cult following.
He does, doesn't
Like,
he?
people love Donny van der Beek, and like it's not just people online. Like I've been at the ground where people have been chanting his name, and it's like. Rashford there breaking down the left, but can't get through, man. It's just like that. It's like now as well. You feel like we've got no striker because Rashford's drifting over to the left.
Oh, shit.
He's going to get sent off now, Evan, by the way. He's been booked. Fuck all wrong with him.
I know.
Soft prick.
No, it's not that deep. Right? It's just
No.
a bit clumsy.
We made it, you know what? This is nothing to do, like, Bruno's a whiny little sod, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know how your captain's supposed to be able to speak to the ref?
Yeah.
We made the wrong choice, because no ref likes Bruno.
No.
The thing is, though.
As soon as he comes up talking to them, they just go,
Yeah,
like, they don't
the
even
thing-
go, oh, he's the captain.
The thing is, though, like I know we've got Evans now, but there's a sort of lack of regular
Yeah, people
players.
didn't want it.
There's a lack of players though that play week in week out that you can go right.
And
there's
don't
a
get
captain.
injured every 2 minutes.
Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like every player you've got is either in and out of the team or just not a captain.
It's like when people go on and on about like, oh, why is Bruno captain? It's like, look at the
Yeah,
situation.
there's
Like, who is it going to be otherwise?
He's just pushed that into
He has just made a bad situation worse there, Andre Onana.
Played Palestri.
No.
What?
To make a
I know,
situation.
man. I mean, like you say, he pushed it into the worst place he could have pushed it, and he didn't look like he needed to do that. Oh, God, that's... Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought he was going to keep that in there. West Ham just got the tails up here. You feel like if anyone's going to got another goal, it'll be them.
Oh, yeah.
It's just embarrassing, man, the lack of options we've got, really. I like Facundo Palestra, but he's not the guy like that's going to turn the game around. And look at the rest of the bench.
There's no one on that
You've got
bench,
someone who's
really,
got a Frankfurt next week.
These have been shit, you know.
You've got some kids. And that's it. Mark Ween says David Moyes is truly a football genius. Just another bad day at the office so far for Manchester United. Oh, Kobe Mainoo's give it away there. And they're in here. They're in.
Evans has got it. Oh.
And they've scored. Oh, Mainoo of all the people as well. I didn't want to see that happen to. Just little slip there. I think the ball went under his foot.
Yeah, we
all right,
deserve it,
lad. Head up, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you worry, bro.
Don't
Yeah,
you
you're
worry. It's
all
not
right,
on you
mate.
at all.
Oh, what are we doing here? Hang on.
Have you just won the league?
Oh, calm down. That's stupid,
Sitting
that.
on
I've
the
got no
advertising
time
board.
for
I
that
know,
shit.
Man, that's excited. Overly excited. Poor Mainoo, man.
That wasn't very Christmassy, was it?
No. Oh, fucking bubbles are back and all. I can't.
We talking about Ten Hag or fucking...
He's going to go in it tonight.
I mean...
He is going to go in it.
You're writing your own fucking death
I'm not being funny.
I
You
know.
can't keep losing matches. Keep saying this. You can't keep losing football matches as Manchester United manager. I'm not saying I want him gone, but you've got a new part owner. It goes under his foot there, mate. He just makes a mistake, and he's unlucky because he's made a mistake at the time, and the player who's done a very, very good finish, to be fair to him.
It's...
I don't mind. I ain't got nothing bad to say about me. No.
Nah.
Oh my God, the good outweighs the bad.
Let him
Flipping
carry
it.
on. I mean, he's got useless pricks in front of him anyway.
He has. Mainoo and Amrabat last week, it worked. You had two of them there together, and now we've just got rid of that because it's like, let's shoehorn McTominay and Bruno in together when it's not working, and I don't care.
Oh, there's not a crying kid, is there? Oh no.
Oh, my
Crying kid.
poor little Asian brother. That would have been me. That's me at 10 years old.
Oh.
Bro, that's me now.
When do you think he's gonna go?
I think Villa might be his last game.
Do you think?
Because I think we'll lose that at home. And if you are ever going to have Sir Jim Ratcliffe coming in with his new ideas, I think he might go, right, look, this guy's not my
Nervous for
guy.
this Villa game. I mean, I was anyway, but now.
Because Villa, I know was it Sheffield United drew the other night, which is a bad result for them.
We may as well just give fucking Scott McTominay the job, man. Fucking silly prick.
But I just think,
Captain, manager,
yeah, why not?
everything, yeah.
It's stupid, man, because everyone can see this coming. Everyone was saying the same thing in the chat. You said it. Everyone in the chat was saying it, and that's what's happened.
So how can we all sit here and see this unravelling and know exactly how it's going to go? And it's so infuriating.
Oh, Marcus, man. Fucking hell.
Man United reacting quickly is not a thing.
You can't... I know it's just obvious stuff, but you're never going to win matches if you don't score any goals. And we don't score goals. You know what I mean? That is a finish, to be fair. Fucking hate West Ham as well, you know.
I know.
Just dickheads, aren't they?
I do have one or two mates at work that are West Ham fans that are... They are alright, guys.
Yeah, now you know like one or two that
yeah.
are. I used to
But
work in
as
a
a
pub.
club-
I used to live in Romford. I used to live in Ilford and worked in a pub in Romford that's full of West Ham fans.
Yeah.
Just do my idea.
One of them actually went live on air on Talksport after the Christmas party when they beat Spurs. and I did full-on interview and everything. It was classic.
What, Levin and that?
Yeah. We did Secret Santa, and his gift was a picture of him on airframe.
Yeah, Levitt. Go on, Johnny Evans. Garnacho's had one of his worst games ever for us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I like the kid, but he has. Now Luke Shaw's getting in on the act. That's a great tackle that by Kobbie Mainoo.
He looks how we feel there.
This is as bad as it ever was under Ollie. I'm sorry, it is. It is, man. Remember when everyone's calling for Ollie's head, like, it's like everyone run out of ideas, it's just awful, it's just not happening. This is like, this is what it reminds me of.
Yeah.
Not scoring any goals, leaking goals, relying on players who aren't good enough, moving players who are out of position. It's just nonsense, man.
It's just a
Like,
laundry
you had a
list of
decent
issues.
result against Liverpool, right? 0-0 at Anfield is alright. It's a good result.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, it's a good result.
It was an
I
accidental result.
I know it
because
was now.
If
That's my
fucking
point. We
Bruno
should have built
wasn't
on that.
suspended, He plays Bruno McTominay.
We should have built
We're
on that, and we
incapable
haven't.
of building
We've
on
gone
those
back
good
to tight
moments.
because Bruno's come back, so he's back to putting him in a 6 and shifting or in an 8 and shifting McTominay in a 10. It's just nonsense, man. It's the same thing that happened like against Brentford when McTominay comes on. He scores and goes right. We'll start him now.
God, shit, man. Alan Smith out of position in midfield better than him. The guy is cack,
man.
bruv. Absolute shit. You got a 36, 37-year-old Johnny Evans putting half of these ball bags to shame.
What's this now? The 84th minute.
83rd.
Let's
83rd
bring on
minute.
Christian Eriksen now. Yeah, fucking whoop-de-fucking do, mate. What a shot.
He's had a good game overall.
You got Willie Kambala and fucking Kobbie Mainoo putting his mugs to shame.
So what's he doing? He's putting Luke Shaw left centre back and he's moving over. He's put like
He's asking
regular.
Scott McTominay where he wants to go.
Scott, where should we put him? Is this sub alright, Scott? Yeah? Great. Oh, that's a strong bird.
Yeah, isn't it? RWB Gary says this is the worst United team I've seen in 30 years. I mean, it's up there with the
It
worst
is
United
up
team you
there.
will have seen in 30 years. Because how many United teams are sitting in 8th in the table or whatever it is? Like never, you know what I mean? Even Moyes finished 7th.
Yeah.
Sick of watching us being shit, man. Seriously. Sick of making excuses for this manager. Like, he's just, it's like he wants to get sacked.
Mm.
And you know when you say like, Andy always says it when he's on the channel, like, I feel sorry for the fans that have gone down there and all that. They'll be alright. They'll be getting hammered. Oh, get involved in the chat. Let us know what you think. Maya, a member of the first team for 9 months, says Scott will sack Erik ten Hag, and Erik ten Hag keeps making the same mistake of trusting in midfield. I don't think I can justify this anymore, man. I agree. Roam Rostimenia says every movement off the ball is horrible. Every player receiving the ball lacks options to pass. This play style is not acceptable, and Erik needs to hurry. What's that, man? He looked up and did that as well, which is even more stupid.
That was...
I'd love to chat to Ten Hag, you know, and say, what the fuck, bruv, are you looking at, man?
I know.
What the hell are you seeing that us pricks ain't? Because every week, I don't know, oh my God, man. It's just mind-blowingly fucking stupid.
The
what
bad
these
thing is as
pricks
well-
do every week.
It is. And also, the players that he's bought are letting
That's
him down.
it. That's
Onana's
it.
got to do better. Anthony's done nothing.
shit.
Like, if it's players you've inherited, that's one
We're,
thing. But
we're
when you're
running
buying
out of
players
excuses.
and
That's
What are we
it.
doing on the
Shit.
training pitch?
nothing.
And you know, I keep going on about it, yeah, but you know how I know we don't try and play football in training? Because he plays McTominay, the guy that doesn't know how to play football, who doesn't show for the ball, who doesn't ask for the ball, who doesn't touch the ball, who doesn't bring anybody else into play, who doesn't do anything. He's a central fucking midfielder. It's depressing, man. What are you watching, bro? And then he brings Bruno deeper, so Bruno's playing absolute just spam ball into the box from deep.
Yeah. And then you're leaving Manu on his own.
What are you watching? Like, what is he watching,
It's just
man?
dumb. Like, that's not
Someone
what you
needs
should
to have
be doing.
a word with him ASAP. Like, what?
But
You're
that's
going to
the-
lose your job because you're relying on useless idiots. And if you want to rely on them, you deserve to lose your job, mate.
Well, how many chances does he need with him? We've seen it now. We saw it against Bournemouth. We saw it against Bayern Munich. Do you know what I mean? Those were awful performances.
And
he's
somehow
stuck
he
with
has it in him to go, oh yeah, Rashford, you're dropped.
Yeah,
He's lost the plot, man.
I think you're right.
He's actually lost. You know what? You know how we do it to everyone? Like, Cobby comes in, looks good. Now he's made that mistake. He's going to be second thinking everything. He's going to be shit forever now. We did it to Ten Hag. We've done it to everyone.
David Moyes, man.
I'll be honest, I can't stand his
Ten Hag's
face,
going to go,
like-
yeah, somewhere after here. He's going to look mint.
Close
He's
he
going to
will.
go to Dortmund to win the Champions League or something like that.
It's Manchester United.
Finished.
Yeah.
It's what it does to
I'm
you.
absolutely finished. Fuck Christmas and fuck United, man.
Ruining Christmas.
Embarrassing,
Yeah.
mate.
Hey, you wrecking it.
It's absolutely embarrassing, man. You deserve to get, like, I do not want him to get sacked, yeah.
No.
I want him
No.
to succeed. And I want Manchester United to have some stability. But if you do this week in, week out, and you, what is the saying?
The
About
sign of
mistakes and insanity and all that stuff.
what is it?
Oh,
Whatever it
repeating
is.
the same mistakes and expecting
The
different results.
definition of
Yeah,
insanity.
that's a really good point.
But now I'm feeling fucking insane.
What the United fans going?
It's just head scratching, man. You know what, as well? Sold Zidane Iqbal, who can pass a ball. We sell all these people that can pass footballs to bring in people that are fucking scared of their own shadow.
Yeah, it's poor.
I'm not saying he's the answer, yeah, but like, we've had players that can play football. Like, he knows Donny van der Beek. He don't even give him a chance. He can fucking pass football. And I know he's crap as well. He's not the answer, but how do you see this Scottish fella and think he is, man? I'm going insane. I swear to God, I'm going insane. I don't know how. What the fuck is this? Our best player is a 38-year-old Johnny Evans.
Oh, we've got 6 more minutes.
And we're getting pumped up by fucking David Moyes' West Ham, who have been shit all season. They haven't even had to get out of gear 1.
I know.
They've beat
How
us
many
in
times, though,
neutral.
Macca, have we lost to teams this season that haven't got out of second gear?
Yeah.
Like,
We lost against Palace at home. Oh my
yeah.
God.
Palace, City, Brighton. Brighton were walking through our midfield. Bournemouth, thank you. Bournemouth beat us 3-0. And that flattered us. VAR saved us.
Yeah, it should have been 4.
Yeah. I'd have been raging if that was a goal given a goal disallowed for us. I know you can like have people, United fans or fans of football, who like get things wrong, but you've basically got an entire fan base saying this midfield doesn't work, and you've got a manager who's the only one who doesn't see that. Like, he's literally the only one who's going,
Oh, there you... Amazing stuff, Scott. Great shot. That's why we got you in the team, innit? For your goal scoring, your absolute spanner.
this is embarrassing.
I'm sick of it, mate. Rashford's photo, I guess, innit? Stick him on the bench again. Fucking
You know
joke.
Rashford's not a centre forward.
Rashford's
is
our
he?
best player.
He's not
got
a centre
30
forward.
goals last season.
Like-
Apparently here's the problem. Number 39 every week. I can't be arsed, man.
Oh no.
Just can't be arsed. I ain't going on Boxing Day, fuck that, man. So we can get slapped up by Emery's Villa, who drew against Sheffield United.
Oh no. Oh
And I
no.
can watch fucking Scottish.
I think I've been saying it.
Rings run around him by a better Scottish midfielder that plays for Villa. You know, if we gave half of our players to other clubs, they wouldn't start.
No. They wouldn't. We've gone backwards.
And he's
man.
gone mental. He's actually
We've
gone
gone
mental.
backwards.
Certified. He sees McTominay and Maguire as the answer. When in the summer, they had to go.
Yeah.
So what's happened there? Stick to your guns. What kind of football do you want to play? You bring a Nana in and you get him to do long ball stuff. You bring Hoyland in and then you take him off after 55 minutes and you wonder why he ain't scored in the Premier League. Because you play
pissing me off.
McTominay
that's so
and
cringe.
Anthony.
Is that like his videographer or something?
I know. What's he doing there?
With an old school like camcorder?
Bore off. Resonating silence says, as long as we have a Tory government, we won't do well. That's, listen, bro, I hate the Tories, but I'm not blaming them for this one. Do you know what I mean?
I've still got 3 more minutes.
I say bring back Ollie, let's have some fun. Fuck it, man.
Jay says, Jay, I'm tired, Jay, I'm tired. Adam, can we have a cuddle and cry together?
Yeah.
Don't mind being big or little spoon. Dyer.
Meet me in Stevenson Square.
Yeah, we'll have a
In
collective.
half an hour.
Yeah, we can have a cuddle off
We'll
Macca
have a naked cuddle.
and make it all alright.
Yeah, I think I'm done, man. I'm checking out of this season emotionally now. I say that, I'll be crying on fucking Boxing Day.
Yeah, of course you will. That's what we do. We say that, right? We're done. We've give up. I've had enough, and then we're back there, or we're here, and we're. You have that thing where you get that little bit of hope. You think, you know what though? I've seen us turn bigger things than this around, and
You
then
start to get delusional.
you do, don't you? And then
and you
next thing
trick
you know,
your mind into thinking, no, it's been worse than this. Or, you know what, we've got potential. Or
Erik, you need to fucking sort it out in your bald head, mate.
come on, Erik.
Because you're going
I
one
do
way.
like your jacket, but
And
still.
right now, that's to your P45, so fucking fix up or shit out. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, fuck off.
Are you drunk? That went out easily. How's that a throw in? It's a corner, that.
For who?
4 matches, no goals in the last 4 matches. Lionel says, only reason to watch us is Mainu and Kambwala. Nah, I can do it. It's Bournemouth, Bayern Munich. The Scousers in this one, innit? David Taylor says, do you think if Kambwala has a good game and a good start, United will see it as an excuse? Oh, no, sorry, that's an old one. I don't know why it's still on there. Sorry, I read that out.
it's like
ages.
reading old stuff, don't you?
Rasmus,
I know.
it's not your fault, brother. Don't you stress yourself,
Yeah.
mate. If you want you to leave Man United, you'll be fine.
Mate, you could put R9 in this team and they struggle for goals because it's just no service. We're just crap. Liam Muscola says, come on, folks, look at this depleted shit show of a squad. Albus Dumbledore couldn't get a tune out of this mess. Evans and a kid at the back. One kid is our main
Nah,
goal
I'm
scorer.
sorry, I'm
who
not-
can't
I'm
score
not
goals.
buying it.
Right, Liam, right, the
not
thing
buying
is,
it.
Evans and his kid at the back played well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not
I'm
their
buying it.
fault. Like,
They're
we're
good
not
footballers.
Yeah, we're not losing because of this. Them two.
I'm not buying
And
it.
also, the manager's making decisions that don't make sense to me.
Also, the
he has-
manager's seen previous performances.
like.
Like the manager don't watch McTominay. He don't see the stats that go, in 180 minutes, this silly prick's touched the ball 10 times.
Oh no. Fergal McClellan says another 90 for Scott. F me. I know it feels like, you know what,
Nah, I am,
on his
because he
case,
shouldn't
but
be there.
like, it's an obvious one that shouldn't be happening. That's why. That's the end of that game. Stick around. Me and Ange's going to do the... in fact,
Oh, we
me-
got 730.
Yeah, we made 730,000
Thank
subscribers.
you.
So it's me and Ronnie on the review. Me and we're going to do a preview, aren't we? Right, yeah, stick around. This stream will take to the live review. So what I hear all your thoughts. Macca, just before you go, give us your final thoughts. Don't use the C word.
We're shit, man. I think we all have to get used to it. If you want to have a good Christmas, just accept we're shit. We're going to lose against Aston Villa. The manager's falling in love with crap players. And I think he's gone insane.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to argue with any of that. And
Same.
Yeah, and
Extremely
we're all in
disappointing.
agreement. Listen, stick around. We'll go into the live review. Me and Ronaldo will be back in about 2 minutes, and we'll get into it. And we'll want to hear from you guys. Get involved in the comments in the chat. Let us know what you think about it. Manchester United losing again. This time at West Ham, 2-0. Another game with no goals. It just ain't good enough. Thanks for watching.